What's going on? Is your job still open for business? Tory Parks and Recs closed everything around March 31st. The earliest things are getting ugly as hell. What do you mean? Is my job open for business? That's the first comment. Okay, is this looking good on the stream? That's what I need to know. We good? Got the face cam, got the game. Like your employer? I work for myself, that's it. Alright, dope. Got 2K live stream for you guys. Apparently they fixed start today, which is why I couldn't do it yesterday. So we'll see right now. Got the stream all set up. Hopefully everything works smoothly tonight. Hopefully we can chill, simulate some 2K. The first part of this is going to be me. Is there music playing on the audio? Okay, no. Okay, good. The 2K music, I didn't know if it was playing or not. That would have been a no-go. Let me turn it down my headphones because I do like it. It's like a background thing. There we go. We'll put it at. Let me see. All right, that's good. So I need to. There we go. What's up, Giannu? What's up, Canadian Zombie, Tyler Lewis? All these NBA players are becoming full-time streamers now, haha. Yeah, I mean, what else are they going to do? They have to stay at home for as much as possible. Alright, so the first part of this video is going to be starting up a Start Today file that we can use for, like, following, like, if we want to, like, start from the beginning again. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So if you guys like have 2K, you want to do this, maybe you can follow along after, you know, because this will be a video saved on the channel after this. Just gotta fix some settings and all that. If you're watching this as a video after this, I'm live streaming right now. So we'll just do the financial trade rules off since I know all the financial trade rules. Roster injuries on. See, that's something we gotta adjust. Okay, we gotta figure out when we think the what am I saying here? We gotta figure out when we think like the NBA is gonna resume because injuries are gonna be affected with that, if that makes sense. So those are my default settings. I think everything is good to go. So what I'm going to do for this first season, I'm going to do it how I normally do my simulation. We're going to control every team. We're going to use a random number generator to like make certain decisions. You guys will see what I mean as I get into it. And we're going to like maybe try and come up with some realistic trades that works for teams. And for the Blazers, you know, we'll try to be realistic about what happens, if that makes sense. And but we'll have some fun with it. You guys will see what I'm talking about. It's different than I see anybody else do it. But it'll make sense. It'll make sense. You guys are probably like, what the hell are you talking about? Because the thing is, if I just did it where I control the Blazers, you can easily exploit the system. It's way too easy, way too unrealistic. So I want to be as realistic as possible in these. So the title is Season 1, Episode 1. Because I want to... maybe have like different saves in the future, if that makes sense. The music's like stuttering a little bit, so I'm not even gonna listen to the music. There we go. So I want to have like different saves so we can like play out different things, that type of thing. Anthony Simons and Dan Meringue were playing together earlier. Why was Anthony playing with Dan Meringue? Somebody help me play with Anthony, man. That's lame. What were they playing? Could you make these as a video instead of a live stream in the future? It's easier to do as a live stream and more fun, and you guys can interact with me. So I probably won't do these as a video because it takes a lot of work to like edit as long as these are. Okay, so here we go. We're going to set up this file. I'm going to change a few ratings. This might take like 10 minutes. First off, we're going to do injuries, actually. First off, we're going to do injuries. When do we think the NBA is going to resume? 45 days from now? I wonder if I make these because we gotta adjust injuries. Because like, if Nets make an Eastern Conference Final somehow, you probably have KD back. Depending, I mean, maybe earlier than that. I'm not sure. July 20th. I think that's a little too late. I'm leaning towards like 50 days. May 1st, which would be about 50 days. So by May 1st, we assume Cousins is going to be healthy, right? We assume Cousins is going to be healthy by May 1st. We'll have a team sign him. Actually, this will be easier if we just do it like this. Back to toward right Achilles. Doesn't matter which Achilles. There we go. So KD, when is KD out toward? I know he's out for the season, but it's like, if they resume May 1st... would he be back by, like, mid-June? You know what I mean? See, these are all the questions that, like, mid-June would maybe be the start of the playoffs. These are all the questions that are going to, like, pop up if the NBA does resume. Can we sign Boogie? No point. We got Nurkic and Whiteside. And then Collins, too. Like, Kyrie's another guy. Because it's been reported he's out for the season. I'm expecting some Eric Brandt expertise. Is Kyrie actually out for the season, or... What's up, People's Mix? Like, is Kyrie actually out for the season, or would he return by, like, July? So that's the thing. If we're assuming it resumes May 1st, then if somebody's back by, like, July 1st, then we're only going to put their injury for 60 days, basically. If that makes sense. Yeah, he is out for the season if the season was normal, but since the season's getting pushed back, like, he's probably going to return, right? Let me crack open a vanilla Coke. So that's the thing, is like the timeline, and start today, it's still like games being played like May 15th, or not May 15th, like March 15th, March 17th, whatever. We're just going to assume that's May. So we got to like move the timeline. We got to take away 2 months off of every injury. So like Collins is going to be healthy by May 1st. So we're going to get rid of his injury, that type of thing. So I don't know what the deal was on Kyrie though. You unfollowed me on Twitter. I blocked you for like 5 seconds. And then you didn't follow me back. I blocked you for the picture I sent at you. They were playing COD. Oh. I should have sold out and taken that job. So we're just going to say Kyrie, like, let's just do 70 days. These guys are out. Windler, it doesn't matter. Hood's still going to be out. We're going to have to, like, raise that next year. Clay, just going to assume he's out. John Wall, I'm going to assume he's back by May 1st. Based on everything I've heard of. Maybe Washington could maybe make a final push. I'm not sure. Nurkic back. So get rid of that injury. Definitely not 150 days. These guys I'll just reduce to 1 just to make it easy. Aminu should be back by May 1st, so just reduce. These guys will play with these injuries anyway, so I'm not even tripping. Like in the game, they'll play with these injuries. Zach will make sure he's just healthy, just because it's Zach. Isaac back as well. What do you think, Eric? Is Isaac going to be back by May 1st? Because I've heard he's out for the season, but it's like that's the thing. If you're going to set up like one of these files, we're going to set this up, then we're going to save it so we don't have to do this in the future. So you'll have to save multiple files, if that makes sense. And then like title them differently. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I think Kyrie had the same surgery as Zach, so he's out 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so Kyrie's out for the season regardless, you think? How long ago did he have that surgery? Though. Like a month ago, right? And then if we take almost 2 months off, then he'd only be out like 40 days. 40 to like 60. Right? Yeah, Porter was back. Let's do 60 for both those guys. I think they'd have to win the first round to play anyway, so, I mean, I'd highly doubt that happens, so I'm not going to worry about Kyrie and KD too much. Jonathan Isaac is somebody... Let's put him at 25 days. Twisted, so he doesn't... Crap. So these are all the things you got to figure out if you're setting up this file. So it might be a bit boring, but if you want to do this yourself, you can watch it back and while you know this will be a video and you can watch it back and maybe go along with this. So like all these guys are gonna be back. Malik Monk has a suspension. Oh yeah, that's the one thing that won't get reduced is suspensions. Kelly Oubre. Probably gonna be out for the season. I don't know why they have him his sore right knee. Let's just give him a sprained right wrist, I guess, or let's stomach virus. that's what Gobert should have right now. We'll just give him a suspension, I guess. Because that's the thing. Different injuries guys can like play on, and I don't really know the methodology for that. Thompson will be back too. I don't think they'll bring him back. If I miss anything with any of these guys, let me know. So I'm assuming all these guys are going to be back. Evan Turner, I don't really care about that. If there's an injury, I'm missing. So the only thing I found out on Isaac is June 15th, but that was because of the disabled player exception. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do with Isaac. I think I'm just gonna play it safe, have him out for the season. Magic probably are gonna win the first round in 2K anyway. So, all right. So we got the injuries sorted out. These guys are still gonna be out. I don't know. Since they're not gonna play this season, we don't have to worry about how long they're out for. Rodney Hood too. We'll reduce Clay a little bit, but I don't expect Clay to be back. Maybe. I'm not sure, though. Clay will force his way now. What do you guys think, chat? Clay, do you think he'd be playing May 1st? The NBA resumes May 1st? Do you think with the fact that we get all our bigs back and us being in a good position to draw an upset, do you think we sign anyone off the buyout market like Harkless? Harkless isn't getting bought out. He hasn't been bought out. So, no. Nothing. How good the team is doesn't really affect that. It's more Jody doesn't want to spend the money. So, I don't see how that's going to change. Especially since she's going to lose money, most likely, off this. Oubre reevaluated in 4 weeks. Is that like 4 weeks in this timeline? Or like... So 4 weeks in this timeline. So I'm going to assume he's back by... I'm going to assume Oubre is back by May 1st then. Or maybe we'll give him like 10 days. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like Golden State's eliminated, so that's why I figured they weren't going to bring him back. We'll do it 10 days for Oubre. Since May 1st, that's like... let's do it 1. Because May 1st is still like 7 weeks away, so I'd expect Oubre to be back by May 1st. So the injuries I'm setting basically as to what they'd be on May 1st and how many days guys would have left to return on May 1st, if that makes sense. We'll do 50. 55, 48. Tori, do you think Lillard is as frustrated as he's been with this Blazers franchise now? I mean, it's more frustrating losing, but I don't think he's really frustrated with the franchise. I think he probably looks at the injuries and... Giving updates as of today. Okay, cool. That's what I figured. Which is easy to work with. I just transfer it over to the timeline. Okay, so we got... Injuries are good enough, I think. Now I'm going to change a few ratings. We'll see how you guys react to these, but there are definitely players that are a bit overrated, in my opinion, in this game. It's gotten better lately, but... Chris Middleton, bump him up. George Hill, bump him up 1. Damn, Ilyasova's been good lately then. Because he was struggling to start this year. Marvin Williams. Okay. If you put Braun up, I'd Sid? What do you mean? Hassan? Yeah, we'll get to Hassan because Hassan's like an 88, which is overrated. We'll get to the Blazers. I'll try and do this quickly. You guys know I'm bumping him up a little bit. Let me bump up his defense, actually. We'll focus a little bit more on the Blazers' attributes because they have, like, Collins not being a good defender, and it's just wag. 52 true shooting percentage, doesn't do much else. We'll bring him down. Bring him down. Damn, they're overrating the hell out of Chicago. Why is Cornette at 75? He's 73. Gobert might deserve a bump down, lol. Collins on 2K is so underrated. His stats are like 4 points per game and 5 points per game. We'll mess with the... Why did it disconnect? Okay, I gotta reconnect, I guess. That might happen. It was basically my computer disconnecting from my PS4. There we go. It depends more on what badges they have than ratings. It's a mix. But badges bring up ratings. So badges bring up ratings. Fly by the Jazz. Drummond is way too high. Yeah, that's another one. Oh yeah, we're on Drummond. Sexton is a bit high. Thompson. Tell me how you're gonna have a big man. 54 true shooting percentage. The 3-point percentage is irrelevant. He's actually made 9 out of 23 threes. Okay, he's actually shooting them a bit. But 51% from the field. Like, tell me how that guy's an 81 overall. Let's bump him down. They overrate a lot of the bad teams because his players putting up a little better stats than they otherwise would because they are playing for a bad team. Kevin Porter. They signed Sir Dominic Pointer. I remember him from college. One of the best names I've ever heard. They got Sheldon Mack. Huh, okay. I'm not worried about any of those guys. Imagine finally getting to the NBA and then you got to and then all this stuff goes down. You don't get to play. Don't even get to practice. Got bump Tatum up a little bit. Andy plays great defense, and he gets those stats per 36. Yeah, he's at 90. I have to figure out how to get all my money back now. I'm probably going home. That's fun, man. That seems really stressful. I've been super stressed out because of all this stuff. I'll up Hayward a little bit. Tice is fine. Smart's fine. Kenner's fine. Williams down a little bit. Down. Eric, look who it is. Okay, that's fine. Mitchell and Simmons greater than Tatum? No way. No way in hell. No way. I disagree. That's fine. Bump those guys up a little bit. Jackson's super overrated. Zubac is underrated. I'm curious to see your guys' reactions to me changing some of these ratings, because like this is based off, I've gone through these before and like looking at advanced stats and looking at like stats for all these guys and figured out who 2K overrates just based on that type of stuff and based in my opinion. So this is kind of based off that. Oh yeah, they signed Joe Kim. I think all those are fine. Yeah, that's fine. Clark's underrated. Bro. Look at this man's efficiency. Look at this man's efficiency. Yeah, no. I'll keep him at 77. I don't know why Tyus Jones is that high. What has he done this year? Actually, he's not having a... it's a 75. Melton up there. Jang up there. Ben Simmons might be overrated. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Because he's not a great fit with Embiid. They say at least half the people here will end up catching it, even if it's starting slow. Yeah, hopefully New Zealand doesn't have issues like that. Anthony Tolliver, bring him down. Jonte Porter, that doesn't look anything like Jonte Porter. They need to hire somebody to like do their... They suck at using their own like player creation system. It's kind of funny. Jeez, man. John Collins be killing it. I think need to raise his 3-point tendency a little bit. All right. Bro, they overrate players on bad teams, I swear. Hunter's fine. Reddish. Scal. I don't know why they have his layup so low. 3-pointer. Just 72. This defense. See, they underrate Scal's defense all year. Because dude stepped it up defensively this year. So we gotta bring up Scal, man. VC, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about any of those. Let me make sure my stream on my phone isn't playing without Wi-Fi, so I don't use up all my data. It was. That's scary. That's not good. Alrighty. There we go again. Okay, I caught it. Boom. Start. Let's reconnect it. Literally freezes up my controller too. Scout rebounding is doo-doo. Yeah, that's the one thing he needs to work on more. Mitchell has averaged 22 to 25 points per game for years. Nobody blinked an eye while showing up for massive performance in the playoffs. Yeah, well, Tatum's doing it on like the same level of efficiency, the same scoring rate, but he's a better defender. So that's why Tatum's better. Duncan Robinson. Let's give him a 78. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Even better efficiency, actually. Yeah. Maybe. Let's look at Mitchell. True shooting percentage, 56. Tatum, 56.2. Per 36, 24.5. 25.4. So, like, his scores, I'd say they're basically equal. But I think Tatum's a better defender. Can defend more positions, too. Tatum's the best player from 17. I agree. All right, let me try and go through this a little quicker. Just gotta fix these ratings because 2K sucks with them. I'm tempted to go up one with those guys. Yeah. Bogdanovich underrated. I think Conley's going to play better once he gets back, so we'll bump him up. Ingles, we'll bump him up. Because the Jazz always do a lot worse in 2K than they do in real life, so I think some of these guys are underrated. Alright. Bring Rubio rating? Oh, I definitely will. Because there's no way he's like an 81 or whatever he is. Tatum has a squad. Mitchell is carrying Jazz with Gordon's usage ratio. What do you mean? Tatum has a squad, but Mitchell doesn't? What do you mean? Man has a power forward who scores 22 points per 36, 20 per game, whatever. 41% from three. Like, this dude is like literally Danilo Gallinari. Got Gobert, which, I mean, sucks as a teammate for Mitchell right now because he gave him coronavirus, but Ingles, another 40%-ish three-point shooter, and a secondary playmaker. Dude gets 5 assists per game, 6 assists per 36 minutes. Scorer off the bench. O'Neal's a good shooter, too, 39%er. Like, he has a lot of space to work with. Bagley, they have him as an 82, like, without accounting for his injury. I don't know why he's so overrated. He is so overrated. What has he done? A bit overrated. Yeah, that's all fine. What is your opinion on Utah Jazz franchise as a whole? Like, in what regard? Like, they're, man, I don't know. As a whole, there's a lot that goes into it, so it's kind of hard to answer. Bro, why are these guys so overrated? Holy hell. All these guys are extremely overrated. And then Harkless down there, they had him as like a 72, 73. Yeah, okay. The People's Mix, if I give him a 99, you're going to donate $10? Oh, now he's triggered. Whoops. Dang, they brought Kuzma down to a... Oh, that's why. I didn't realize he was that inefficient. My goodness. Kuzma's overrated. They had him as an 84 going into the season. I was cracking up at that. Waiters ain't that good. Caruso's a bit under... Caruso's like has a lot of hype, but he's actually better than I think people realize. If you be posting things on Patreon, I'd donate. Bro, I literally took your idea. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I upload a video, full highlights, and you didn't even donate. And then all of a sudden there isn't any more games. I was going to do that. I already uploaded one. And you could show support for your boy. A little bit of support, man. If you'd upload. Well, I was. I just started doing it. I took your idea. It was a really good idea. I did tell you, bro. I did. There's a full highlights reaction to that Suns game. Gobert's at 90? No, he's not 90. I think those bigs are slightly overrated. I think put them there. I'd keep them there. I don't know why Bomba's so high. Actually. His efficiency's up. Getting 3 blocks per 36. I see it. We'll put him 77. Isaac, Fultz, and Ross. Why is Michael Carter Williams so high? Oh look, he finally got his field goal percentage above 40. Congrats to him. James Ennis overrated. Aminu. Good old Aminu. Alright. Now you're halfway through. John Isaac needs a buff. He's at 82. It's just down 4 because of his injury. They put Seth Curry has reached an 80. Okay. Look at that, bro. 50% from the field, 45% from 3. That's kind of what he did last year, just shooting better inside the arc. But, man, give this man 36 minutes a game and a few more shots, and he could get 20 a game. Like an efficient 20. Bro, why is Doncic ain't better than Dame, though? Doncic is not better than Dame. He's a worse defender. Less efficient of a scorer. Sure, he gets more rebounds, but like individual rebounds is kind of an irrelevant stat to me. So I'm bringing down 94. Porzingis kind of been balling. Make Dame a 97. That's a little too high. I'll make Dame a 94. Maybe a 95. I'm not sure. Boban that game had like, what did he have? That last game? Oh, they don't have it registered. He had like 28 or something. Dame can't be a 95 plus. Yeah, I'm leaning like 90. I think they have him as 94 right now, which is fine. Dinwiddie's having an overrated season. Dude just has nobody on his team that can score. And I don't know. I mean, 41.5%, 30%. What in the world is going on with my controller? What in the world is going on with my controller? The hell? Okay, that was weird. You see it scrolling to the side? That wasn't me. That was not me. You really can't be a mediocre defender and be higher than 95 unless you're like Steph Curry or Magic. Harden is. We'll leave those guys. LeVert, LeVert's just inefficient, man. But he like puts up numbers. Damn, their bench really is not good. Claxton actually ain't bad. You got so many mediocre players. Karras needs to be higher. He's just not efficient, man. He's like on a bad team right now because they don't have Kyrie. My goodness, I wish they would stop disconnecting. He's on a bad team right now because there's no Kyrie. And you have, like, he's putting up numbers, but he's like a playmaker, but he's not really a good defender, and he's not really efficient. So I can't have him as like an 80. You know what I mean? Doesn't really, like, make sense to me. My stuff's reconnecting right now, hopefully. I still think he should at least be an 80, though. He was balling last year before his injury. Yeah, for like a little bit, but he could have fallen back to the pack. Like, who knows? Like, that he could have been overperforming. Like, he hasn't been that good this year, so I'm not going to base it off the start of last year. It doesn't make much sense to me. Michael Porter Jr. he's overrated just because the dude can't defend to save his life. Like, dude's one of the worst defenders in the league. So we won't bring down like any of his scoring numbers. We'll just bring down his intangibles. There we go. Barton's underrated, especially as a defender. Barton's defense this year has been another level. It's been next level, man. Just bring those up. There we go. Nuggets always are underrated. Millsap super underrated. Nuggets are always underrated in 2K. Why's Vonleh up there? Has Vonleh been playing for them? Troy Daniels. I don't know what to do with Oladipo. Do I bring up Oladipo? Because I assume he's going to get better. You know, I assume he's just rusty, getting back from the injury. So what do I do with Oladipo? I think I give him maybe an 85. I'm tempted to put Sabonis to an 87, but McDermott's been balling. Justin Holiday. He's a good defender. That's what he's really improved on the past couple years is his defense. I don't know why. Hey, most randomly overrated player in the entire game. Can somebody please tell me why TJ Leaf is a 76? He literally doesn't play for them. He's literally played under 200 minutes, taken 14 threes, not even 70 shots. Like, true shooting percentage, 48.5. Free throw percentage, 50. Like, doesn't play defense. How is he a 76? I'm not triggered. I just, like, that's what I wonder. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, maybe I'm missing something. That's why I'm asking y'all. Like, why is that man a 76? 72 is generous. What's up, Dave Gibson? TJ at 82 is fine? Yeah, TJ at 82. Well, there's 3 TJs on this team. You got TJ Leaf, TJ McConnell, TJ Warren. But Warren's fine at 82, yeah. But Tatse isn't doing as much as I thought he would this year. Lamb, that was a tough injury he dealt with. That's fine. That's fine. Bring him down. Bring him up. All right, something I got fixed, just because it bugs the hell out of me. It's not even a big deal, but Jackson Hayes should not be shooting like 5 threes a game in the simulation, so just got to fix that real quick. Lonzo at 79, too low? Why? He's gotten better, but his form's gotten better. He's shooting 38% from 3, but that's like literally the only shot he's efficient on. Reflected with that 53% true shooting percentage. Like, he's not efficient inside the arc, not an efficient finisher, not efficient from the three-point line. He's a good defender and he's a good playmaker. So, like, 8 assists per game and good defense, but, like, yeah, I don't think he's better than Ricky Rubio. Which I'll bring down Ricky Rubio. But Rubio gets more assists per game. Slightly more efficient, barely. Scores a little more. 3.1 turnovers per 36, 10.1 assists. Let's look at Lonzo. I'm curious to see, like, assist to turnover ratio. We're geeking out a little bit. Lonzo turns the ball over more while getting less assists. Might be a little better defender, but I don't know. I take Zoe over Ricky in terms of, like, playing off of star players. Says he has a lot of stars around him just because he's a little better shooter, but nah, you told me to bring him up. It actually made me move him down one. We'll move Rubio down to a 78 too. Blake Griffin, I think he's going to bounce back once he gets healthier. Christian Wood, one thing, just what I remember, they don't have him shooting anywhere near enough because this man literally putting up per 36 numbers 22 and 11. Christian Wood's underrated. I should probably bump him up more than 81, to be honest. 82. Zoe has been better lately, but I don't know how much of it. I don't know if it's like sustainable. He's probably just having a good stretch. Henson sucks. McCray's been struggling. Bruce Brown's actually... Bruce Brown is like poor man's Marcus Smart. Playmaker, defense, okay-ish shooting, but not like super efficient, really. But he's solid. I don't like Thon. V's been struggling. Snow, He should be an 83, 84. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, let's do it. But he's on a bad team. You know what I mean? Like, he's putting up numbers for a bad team. So 82 is fine. I think most of these ratings are probably good, except for Gasol. Because it's not, like, super efficient, but he plays really good defense. Passes the ball, shoots threes, like... They underrate Gasol now, so we'll do that. Norman Powell's underrated. Because he plays defense, too. And he scores the ball a lot. 50%, 40, almost 40% efficient, like... Good time to catch up on TV shows? Yeah, I need to get back into watching TV shows. Me and Fred VanVleet will drop Tori off. Yeah. He's, Well, there, I bumped up Norman for you. I think Norman Powell's better than Fred VanVleet, maybe. I'm just looking at these guys statistically. Powell's better defender. Scores at a higher rate and a more efficient rate. From all over the floor. So maybe get 80. Let's do that. 82 for VanVleet, 83 for Norman. Tori, do you F with Terrence Davis? He's been good this year. He'll probably make an all-rookie team. Like, he's a guy who, yeah, I should probably bump him up a little bit. Very impressive undrafted rookie. I wish we could pick up undrafted rookies like that, but we don't. So, Olshey never really lands those types of, like, super unheralded guys. You know, like a Joe Ingles coming out of Australia. Nobody knows who he is. VanVleet is a good defender, too. Yeah, but not like Norman. Harden, we're going to bump him down a little bit. Westbrook, going to slightly bump him down. Covington, has he been struggling? He's not shooting the ball as well as he has the past couple of years. 80's probably fine. Eric Gordon's overrated as hell. Tell me how this man's getting... Tell me how he's an 80 overall, bro. Like, his numbers just declined. His overall numbers have just declined. I'll give him like a 76. House is fine there. Maybe bump him up. McLemore's underrated. McLemore's been insane this season. Just really good, like, playing off of guys. Is Kyle Lowry the best point guard in the East? We can go to... Let's go to point guard. Let's go to all players. Let's go to point guards. Trae Young's best point guard in the East. Maybe Kemba. Probably Trae. Trae's been balling. We're almost done with this. Okay, so we got Rockets. Rockets are probably fine. Rivers, I'm not a fan of his game, really. I don't know. He's just not a good playmaker, not an efficient player. And, like, he's like a solid defender, but that's about it. DeMar Carroll literally sucks. Jeff Green sucks. Yeah, that's fine. I'm saying to you, is he? No, Trae Young is. Trae Young's the best point guard in the East. DeRozan's fine. Bump Aldridge up one. I'm kind of obsessive over this a little bit. Probably changing players' ratings that literally don't matter. But this is literally how I do it by myself. So you guys are getting insight into why is Booker only an 86? The hell? Rubio, make him 78. Oh, man. 9 for 14. Bump up my boy Mikhail. I hope he becomes a Blazer at some point in his career. I'm a fan of Akobo too. I thought he was going to be a little bit better at this point, but we'll leave him there. That's fine. Baines too low. 79? I think 79 is good for Baines. You don't think so? I don't know why his layup is so low. We'll fix that, actually. We'll give him an 80. 8 and too high? Okay, we'll make him an 84. Lowry's the second best? No, I'd say Kemba's better. Kemba's better than Lowry. What do you guys think, chat? Kemba or Lowry? Which one you taking? This is going to be a bit of a challenge, but CP3, I don't know if I want him that. He's been killing it. Noel, Roberson, I don't know why he's that high. He's been out for literally 10 years. Maybe it was small forward, make him a 74. Muscala, that's fine. Nader. It's actually been solid. Dort's been solid. That's fine. We're almost to the Blazers. We'll do the Blazers last. We'll go to the two teams past them. Malik Beasley's been killing it, actually, in Minnesota. Don't want him to be shooting like too crazy efficiency, but we got to bring him up. I see DeAndre Ayton on the park a lot. He needs to be working on his defense. Hey, I'm putting that respect on your boy, Malik. Had to. Oh, wait, no, this tendency's going to go to... There we go. Hernan Gomez has been balling too. That was a great trade for Minnesota to get these two. Because look at it, like, he kind of struggled those two games, but other than that, like, 17 on 50% shooting, 18 on 50% shooting with 5 assists, 13 boards, 12 on almost 50% shooting, 16 on over 50% shooting, 12 on 50%, like, couple bad games, but then 18 and 10 on in 30 minutes on 50% shooting. He's been balling. Culver's been struggling. This McLaughlin guy's actually been solid. Layman, bump him up. They hating on Layman. I miss Layman, man. Makes me sad. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we'll do Warriors, we'll do Wizards. Yeah, we gotta fix this. Immediately. The People's Mix probably gonna tune out of the stream because we're and we'll do it. We'll do a 78. Tempted to go lower, but and no, we're not even gonna do that. We'll get him up to a 78 though. We won't have that arrow. There you go. Blech, 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 blech. That's gross. That's gross. That's gross. That efficiency's gross. That playmaking. Gross. 1-to-1 turnover assist ratio. That shooting. Gross. Rubio over Wiggins, huh? No, I got Rubio below Wiggins. Or I got Rubio with Wiggins. Because Rubio defends a lot better, and he makes plays for others a lot better. And their efficiency, 53.6% true shooting percentage. Let's look at Rubio. I think Rubio's even a more efficient scorer, 53.1. So they're like efficiency's the same. Rubio getting like 15 per 36. You know, so Wiggins is a little better scorer. He's a little better scorer, but Rubio's a much better facilitator, much better defender. Do you not agree with that, man? Christian Wood's over Wiggins, huh? Yeah, 100%. 100%, bro. Look at this. Like, efficiency matters. Efficiency matters. True shooting percentage, 53.6. Let's go look at Christian Woods. 65.4 while getting 22 and 11. And Christian Wood's a better defender. So yeah, definitely Christian Wood over Wiggins. It's not just 2 months. It's not just 2 good months of basketball, bro. He was balling out to start this season, man. 11, 19. And these are in like only 20 minutes a game. 15. If he was playing Wiggins' minutes, these would be like 30-point games. 16. 28 and 10 in 22 minutes. Like, he just hasn't been getting enough minutes because he had Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond ahead of him. Look, 23 and 25 minutes, 20 and 28 minutes, 10 and 21 minutes, 20 and 21 minutes, 17 and 34 minutes. All of a sudden, he starts getting minutes. Look at this. Dude's been actually insane. And the thing is, he's doing it efficiently. Over 50%, over 50%, over 50%. Not 50%, but close. 50%. One make away from 50%. Over 50%. One make away from 50%. Over 50%. One make away from over 50%. Like, literally, all these games are efficient. Meanwhile, your boy here, 3 for 10. Almost 50%. A little over 50%. Almost 50%. So he's been, like, decently efficient, but 6 for 20. You don't see games like that from Christian Wood. 3 for 16. 3 for 11. 4 for 11. You don't see these types of games from Christian Wood. Anyway, let's get to the Blazers. Paschal's overrated because the dude can't defend. Chris is overrated. A little bit. He's like a 76. Looney's overrated. They signed Randall. Michael Mulder has been balling, actually. Oh, they don't have his recent games up here? He's actually not. He's actually been putting up like 15, 16-point games. Loving it. Melo been a liability on D? Yeah, 100%. Wiggins gonna shut y'all up hella quick. Can't wait. Well, it'd be a shock. I mean, he's done the same thing for half a decade. So if he all of a sudden switched that up, then props to him. But based on pattern recognition, I'm not counting on it. All right, we'll get Beal. Beal's been too good offensively. Yeah, Beal's 89. Wall, he's gonna struggle coming back from that, so we'll put him 84. Berton's up a little bit. My boy Rui, he's not 79. See, I'm unbiased. I love Rui Hachimura. I'm a huge Gonzaga fan, but he's not 79. Damn, they overrate some of these bad teams, man. All right, Blazers. Don't make excuses for him, the People's Mix. Christian Wood isn't on a winning team, but look at what he's doing. All right, so Dame's a 94. What I want to do, because Dame always, like, if you leave these the same, will have, like, a 55 field goal percentage and 48 three-point percentage. So I do want to keep him a 94, but I do want to leave these. His badges will make up for this. So I do want to try and make his efficiency a little bit more realistic. So we're going to bring those down, and we're going to raise, like, just kind of raise all these stats. We're going to raise the defensive consistency a little bit, just to get him back up to a 94. Interior defense. Dame actually has good post defense. Why is Dame's 3 and 87? Yeah, a little high. His efficiency is always like crazy, so that's the only reason why I'm bringing that down. Just gotta get him like up all the way. Bring that up. 94. Okay. I don't know why Hassan's layup is a 70. Because he finishes extremely well. He's actually been hitting threes. We'll bring this up to like a 68. But he's not an 88. Hassan's like an 83. We're going to be able to save this file and like start with these ratings like from every other future episode. So I'm looking forward to that. Like Hassan's like an 83. Would you guys agree with that? Cody, Dame has insane badges, so that's why I dropped his 3-point down to like a 80. Because watch, he'll still shoot 40%. CJ's always tough, man. CJ's a tough guy to figure out. I think 86 is a pretty good number. Actually, maybe we'll reduce his efficiency a little bit because CJ always ends up hella efficient as well. Nurkic. I think Nurkic's going to hit some threes too. Yeah, Nurkic 85, 86. That's usually what I put him to. What's his free throw percentage out of curiosity? Damn, his free throw percentage has dropped. It was like 74, 75 all year long. Now it's a 68. And we've watched that there. Set 83, 84. Nurkic. I think we need to probably improve his passing. His pass accuracy, definitely. 27. Okay, 2K. I'm going to make Nurkic an 86. Gotta bring up his defense, too, because they underrate his defense. Says help side IQ is really, really good. There we go. We'll just give Nurkic an 86. All right, my boy Melo. Been struggling on this defensive end. What do you guys think Melo is, man? This is tough. Maybe a 76. Why is Nurk's inside D a 79? Yeah, I don't understand. They underrate him. 76, 77, 76. Okay. That's where I'd put him. Gary Trent Jr. I like him as like a 77, to be honest, man. Oh, I didn't mean to scroll. Just because of his defense, and his defense is still underrated in 2K because they haven't caught on to the fact that he's really improved on that end. Gary 78, 79. He's not proven enough for me to put him at that high. That's kind of tough. I don't know. He was like a 72 before. Like, I think 77 is pretty good, to be honest. What is Melo's true shooting percentage? 51.7. It's just because he doesn't shoot enough threes and shoots too many, like 15 field goal. So he's shooting 11 shots inside the arc, only 4 threes, and he doesn't really get to the line. Only 3 free throw attempts a game. He used to attack a lot more, get to the line all the time, which helps your efficiency. So he settles for too many mid-range jumpers. That's what I've been saying all season long. He'd be a better player if he was more of like an attack the rim or shoot threes type of guy. I'm putting him a 75. Trent's to 77. Ariza we're going to bump up because he's been phenomenal in Portland. Ariza's like a 77, 78. What would you guys say? Yo, Tori, if you were Peyton Pritchard, would you stay another year? That's tough, man. Probably. Unfinished business. But the draft is better next year. That's the problem. So he might not get drafted. So that's a really tough decision. Ariza 78. Yeah, I'm leaning towards 78. I'll do 78. Collins 74. Yeah, hell no, we got fixes. They have Collins' defense so underrated. Even his rebound, I don't know why his rebound is so low. Like, he's not great rebounding big, but it's not that bad. $78, but emotional rating should be like a 40. For who? What do you mean emotional rating? For Collins? His mid-range at a 50 is comically bad. He's starting to hit those this year. We'll do a 78 for like his shooting. His layup's better than that. We'll do that. And we'll bring down that so that he's a 78. I think 78 is good for that. Nasir, I think 73 is good. Mario's been playing better lately. Oh, wow. He's got his field goal percentage up to 43%. Actually, you know what? What the hell? His season stats actually are looking a lot better than they were the last time I looked at him. I mean, this helps a lot. 7 for 11. And then 3 for 3. Mario's finally figuring it out a little bit. 4 for 6, 4 for 5. Mario's been playing better. Mario's been okay. I'll keep him as a 73. Before I'd put him down to a 70. Real that, bro, don't, you told me, bro, he'll have stretches where he plays okay. He's still not playing like 8, 10, 3, 3, 16. Like, Rio has been okay lately, but he's not this player. See, this is the mistake that the Blazers fans made before the season, is they took a small sample size. Oh, look at the last 3 games. He's playing point forward, and he was great with the Knicks in his last 3 games. Took a small sample size and like made him out to be something a lot better he is. Then he comes to Portland and does this. 0 for 3, 2 for 3, 2 for 7, 2 for 7. Maybe he has a couple good games, you know, these games. Oh, look, listen to Mario. This is Mario. See, I told you. He's gonna be great. 1 for 9, 2 for 9, 1 for 5, 1 for 4. You know what I mean? Like, this is he's in between how he's been all year with this and then his latest stretch where he's actually had some good games. He's in between those two. How he's been lately and how he's been all season. But the thing is, in between that is still not a good player. Still not a good player. You didn't trigger me. I've actually seen some fans be like that lately. Hype them up a little bit more than they should. Sadly, Simons, oh, damn. We'll keep him there. Horde, I'm actually going to bring up to like there. Gabriel, I'm going to bring up to, I don't know, man. Gabriel's hard to figure out, but he can defend a little bit. And he's been hitting some threes. Gabriel could be a 69 or 70. Yeah, I think he's a 72. Just from what I've seen, man, he's a 72. I feel comfortable with him as a 72. Up there with him and Horde's probably going to be like a 71, I'm guessing. Like a low 71. There we go. Rodney, I mean, we're not going to worry about him. Okay, the last thing, Blazer tendencies. Whiteside ends up shooting too many threes in the simulation, so we're gonna bring it down his bring that down to 1, bring his spot up down to 4. Nurkic, I think, is gonna shoot a few, so we'll bring that. We'll do that. CJ ends up passing too much. So we're gonna bring down his dish, Dame's dish. Put it up to like a 52. We'll put CJ's at like a 35. Nurkic up there. Collins gonna bring it down to like a 25. But like, if guys have bad passer ratings, then that also plays a factor here. So it's not like, you know, the higher this is, the more assists per game they get. It's not quite like that. Ariza. Okay, back to tendency. Shot tendency. Probably want to mess around with a little bit. Bring down whose intangibles? You guys will see how I like have some fun with the ratings in like a future live stream. Wonder if I could put that on the screen. Anyway. Let's do it like there. Do it like that. Hood wasn't shooting enough this year. Swan against 60, yeah, no. Moses 60, no. And I'll do it like that. Simon's fine. Okay, cool. I think we're good to go. So we want to save this file. We'll save it, and then we'll save as. That's this file. Because it's a start today. So we want to save another one. And what we're gonna do, so if you guys want to do this, is you need a copy. You need to do that every time you want to start up a new sort of start today, if that makes sense. You basically want to keep one file exactly where we got to with like the injuries, if you change up ratings, whatever. So when we go back in, these files are identical, but we're going to like this top one, this is going to be our simulation. This bottom one we're not going to touch. So this is going to be our simulation. So if we make another so like since this one will be unique, if we want to do our second simulation or whatever, we'd go into this file, we'd go in and we'd save as again, and then we'd just go along, and that would be the unique file, and it'd keep this file untouched, if that makes sense. So that will be our like base file that I'll work on for 2K for the rest of this hiatus, if that makes sense. So we're gonna rename this base file. We're going to do it in all caps too. Basically, you just don't want to end up like simulating games or whatever on this base file, because then you'll have to recreate it. So we're going to open up the start today. We're not going to mess with the base file. We're going to open up the start today. Yeah. Does that make sense? Because we're doing a why is the title Blazers 2K2? Oh, did I not put the 0? Did I not put the 0 on this? I didn't put the 0. You're right. Why didn't you guys point that out earlier? Oh, man. Okay, so how do I get out of... Okay, let me go to edit. I want to get a green screen in the future. That'd be dope. I wish it would let me edit my stream so I can just add a 0. That would be convenient. There we go. Cool. Alright, we'll bring this back up. Maximize it. Dope. Thank you for pointing that out. Owen Har says it's actually pretty smart. You talking about the save files? Yeah, that's something I developed a couple years ago. That's something I realized that's easy to do. So I do that, and then like for like 3 weeks, you can like force who wins and loses the game. So I just like advance the base file with like real life for a little bit. Then I just create a new one. So okay, last thing we got to do. We got to create our rotation. So does Nurkic come back and start? Or what? How exactly? How exactly are we gonna do this? Is Nurkic there? No, we gotta. I don't know why I can't move him up. There we go. Fun fact: Seiko Doumbia was born a year before 2K2 came out. Fun fact. Where did Eric go? He ain't about that live. Yeah, it's a little too late for him, I think. That's how you got me here. I don't know who you were before this. You clickbaited me. I'm triggered. I don't know. I don't understand, but... What's up, Brian Scalabrini? Please say he starts. Yeah, if you guys want him to start, he'll start. Wow, what's going on? Because I'm going to set the rotation. You got me with that 2K2 clickbait. We'll see here. Do that. Okay. Because some of you guys saying start, some of you guys saying come off the bench. So let me know. Like the stream, guys. Yeah, leave a like. Let me know. Say start or bench for Nurkic. If he's bench, obviously you'll have Whiteside starting. Start, shake my head. Bench more realistic. Start. God, what do you guys think the Blazers will do, though? Even said it out of his mouth. Yeah, I think the... But the thing is, that was like when he came back from injury, so it'll be more 100%. So maybe in playoffs we start. For now, we'll bring him off the bench. But we can adjust this later. But we'll give him like equal minutes. We'll do this, and we'll let Nurkic finish games. So we'll do it like that. I think. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's do that. Collins over Melo, I'm assuming. If they didn't do that, I'd be frustrated. So... we'll do something like this. How many minutes is this going to be for Collins? That's probably a little too much. So maybe... Maybe we'll cut these. How many minutes per game do you guys think for Collins? I'm thinking like... He should be good to go, though. You know? So I'm thinking we'll do something like that. Actually, maybe we'll... So let me do that. Shooting guard. Some small forward. Because I'm trying to be realistic for the most part. But also kind of do what I think should happen at the same time. It's not the easiest thing to balance. Collins for 24 seems pretty solid. Tell me why conversation around Melo has changed quite a bit in the past couple months. Because defense has just fallen off a cliff, and our defense. That's why our defense has been struggling so much. It's been a major problem. It's been a major issue. and he hasn't been really all that efficient, to say the least. Let's do this. Oh, I gave Gabriel Simon's minutes. Whoops. Simon's at least 15. Yeah, I don't want to give him more than 15. So maybe like that. Is that too many minutes for Ariza, though? Swanigan's not going to play once Collins and Nurkic are back. Does he just not fight on defense, or is it defensive IQ? It's partly awareness, partly him falling asleep off the ball, partly Melo just, I don't know, not making the same effort he was earlier this season. You like this rotation? Got Dame and CJ getting their 36. You got Ariza 32. Trent 26. Collins, Nurkic, Whiteside 24. Melo 22. Simon 16. Let me know if you guys think there's anything I should change with this rotation. Why Nurk starting? He's not. You got Whiteside starting. And then Nurk subbing in, then Whiteside. 6-minute stints for those guys. Should keep them fresh throughout their entire stint, like in the game. No, Nurkic is coming off the bench. They just had him in the starting lineup, so like this will switch. Watch. See? You got Whiteside. Nurk and Whiteside both starting? No, that'd be a disaster. Not enough floor spacing. Doesn't really make sense from I don't know. I don't think they can play together. So, we happy with this lineup? Less minutes for Ariza and more for Whiteside? Yeah, but then Whiteside has to play with Nurkic, or you have to cut Nurkic's minutes. Like, we'd have to do something. And we'd have to probably cut Collins' minutes, because you'd probably have to do something like that. And then what? Cut Ariza's minutes? Dude, that doesn't make sense to me. Hassan said he can play power forward, though. Come on, dog. Bro, he can't even get out on Aaron freaking Baines, who literally has the slowest jump shot in the history of jump shots. That man has such a slow jump shot, and Hassan Whiteside struggles to get on him. Hassan Whiteside would get burnt playing power forward. He becomes a bad defender playing power forward, just because of who he'd have to guard. So I don't think either of those guys work together. Yeah, Hassan said he and Nurkic can probably play together. Although I'm pretty sure Hassan has less basketball knowledge than Tori, honestly. Yeah, Hassan's not the brightest. I love Hassan. He's funny, man. But Hassan has his moments where it's just like, man, come on, man. Alrighty, so I think this is what we're gonna roll with. Alright, no. We're gonna save this. Lineup 1. And now it's time to simulate. Now it's time to see if Blazers can make a playoff run. It's probably what you guys have all been waiting for. Important game. 3.5 games back. Let's go. Damn, we blew him out. Damn, okay, Dame. Dame comes back from his hiatus. Empty arena, dropping 55. It do be a cold world, though. Okay, so that's a 2.5 games back now. Let me make sure like the difficulty on the simulation is okay. Good, 50. All right. Let's see if we can beat the Rockets small ball. 10 for 13 from 3. See, that's why I lowered his 3-point rating, because they have him as super insanely efficient. 7 for 11. Like, look, he's already almost at 41%, bro. He literally in 2 games went 17 for 24 from 3. That's what I'm saying with his, like, you can't get his. Have to maybe lower his badges a little bit. Like, that's what I mean by his 3-point, like, I don't know, it's just super inefficient. It's crazy. So it's supposed to snow in Portland area here soon. I would love to get some snow. I mean, if we're all going to be quarantined, why not have it snow? You know? We'll do that. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. All right. Well, that's 2 wins. We're literally a game and a half back of the Grizzlies, with still a lot of time left. It pains me to see you do this. Why? It snowed it today around 11 in Portland. Yeah, it's snowing a little bit in Vancouver. I was sleeping, though. Empty the clip in the empty arena. All right, so we are 2 games back of the Grizz. These are games we should win. These next 3. Okay, Anthony out 6 to 8 weeks. I'm fine with that. What? Okay, so that means CJ's going to be around point guard with the bench unit. So what do we do? So what do we do with who do we put somebody else in the rotation, or do we try and run an 8-man rotation? Like, we could I don't really want to give Ariza more minutes, but how do I maybe Trent more minutes somehow? Little? Because we could do this. We could do that. So we brought it down to only 6 minutes left to reallocate. Don't want to do that in the second half, though. So maybe put in, like, Trent's going to have to play shooting guard. Maybe you give Dame 37 minutes a game. Maybe that's what they do. And then, like, CJ like that. And we could do small forward. Maybe give Nurk a minute over Whiteside at this point. Okay. So Little or Rio? Who we giving the minutes to? There's no small minutes left for 11-4. Yeah, I'm just reducing the minutes that would have to play Little or Gabriel. That's basically all I'm doing. So I gave Trent an extra minute. Gave Ariza an extra minute. I think maybe gave Melo an extra minute. Little, Rio. I think they'd probably play Rio. So just to be realistic, I'm going to give it to Mario. I'd probably prefer to see Little, but just make this realistic. Give it to Mario. Wish we had somebody else. Wish we had Hood. So, yeah, Stotts hates Little. I don't know why. Doesn't really make sense to me, but okay, here we go. So we are 1 game back of Memphis. Let's see who's around us. We got Sacramento half a game behind us. We got New Orleans a game behind us. We got San Antonio 3.5 games behind us. Okay. Should win these next 2 games. Okay, got 1 of them. Got 2 of them. Okay. Okay, so now we're in play. Damn, are we even tied? Or did we completely pass them up? Okay, we're a game ahead now. Alright, so Memphis falling apart. New Orleans could still be an issue. But just keep winning, I guess. Tough games coming up. Okay, there's an L. Another L. We gave up 155 points. These are some high-scoring games. Okay. I'm actually going to reduce that a little bit, just because these are high-scoring games. Okay, so now we got Utah. Lost. So now we go into this game with Memphis, and we'll see. Damn, we could maybe catch. No, we can't catch Dallas. They have the tiebreaker. Okay. Let's just see where Memphis is at. So Memphis is 1 game behind. So if they win, they'd have the tiebreaker, and they'd be tied with us. New Orleans is half a game behind, so we'd be tied with them. They also have the tiebreaker. So that's the thing. That's the scenario we could come to if the rest of the season plays out at some point, is if we beat Memphis, you could be coming down to a very important game, because not only, is this important just because we're battling for the 8th seed with them, but it's also important since it also would decide the tiebreaker, because we have to win both these games to get the tiebreaker against Memphis, because we played them 3 times this year, already lost the first time. So we're actually going to simulate this with good old Simcast, because it's a very important game. Because that's the thing, we're already down 14-4 at home. That's not good. Because that's the thing, we're 1 game ahead of them. We could be 2 games ahead of them with the tiebreaker, or tied with them without the tiebreaker. That's a huge difference. Not a good start, though. 4 points in the first 7 minutes. Good old Stotts fence. Okay, we cut it to 4. This is how I usually do this. So it's close, mid-second, taking the lead at the end of the half. This looks like a good game. Still close at the start of the 4th. Jeez, man. There's literally no separation this whole game. 4 minutes left, up 4. 4 minutes left, up 7. Oh, they tied it. Alright, it's close. We're up 4. Still up 4, 30 seconds left. Okay, we better not choke. Dope. Alright, so we pulled that one out. We had 21, 8, and 6 from Dame. A little more realistic for... I mean, it was a better shooter than that, but still, I mean, that efficiency is insane. You got Nurkic coming back doing some work. 33% from 3, too. He's hit 3 for 9. Jeez, okay. He's scored quite a bit. Alrighty. So now we're sitting pretty at this point. That would have been a really good game in real life. Yeah, that would have been a great game with everything on the line. All right, we won 2 more. So at this point, we're 39-41. We might be able to reach 500. But the Pelicans have been winning games as well. Wow, we're half a game ahead, won 3 in a row, and the Pelicans are giving us a run for our money. So let's see who they have left. 2 games left for both of us. They have the Wizards and they have the Spurs. They beat the Sixers by 1. They beat the Sixers by 1. That was a game we needed the Sixers to take care of right there. And they did not. Oh, now we got Golden State on the road against Steph, too. Oh, we'll leave rotation. He can play on a twisted ankle. I don't care. Actually, this is the time where we start Nurk. Whiteside just twists his ankle, so his rating's going to be down a little bit. Nurkic has been balling. This is the time where we start Nurk. And we give him, like, maybe we'll reduce his minutes a little bit and give Whiteside more, but Whiteside's kind of banged up, so we'll give Whiteside 19. We'll give Nurkic 29, and we'll do that. I want to find a way to maybe get Rio out of the rotation right now. So we could maybe maybe play Ariza with the bench and then like something like that. I don't really want to play him at we'll play Ariza 36 minutes a game. At this point we need to win these games. So yeah, we'll just do that. Try to figure this out. Media's hoping for Zion in playoffs over Portland. Yeah, they definitely are. But also, I don't think they care enough to like rig the game or whatever people claim. I think that's a bunch of bull, to be honest. I don't want to. I want to see because that's too many minutes. Unless we do that. But I feel like it might be better to do this. Sure, we'll just do that. We'll give Ariza 37 minutes, I guess. Trent 31. There we go. We got... Because this is going to be like our playoff rotation. We'll bump Dame's minutes up in the playoffs. But we got to win these last couple games. So we got Hazonia down to 2 minutes. Trent 31, Ariza 37. That's quite a bit, but... Dude's solid, so... I think that's kind of what we got to go for at this point. Need to win some games. I don't know how these guys are so gassed. They just had 3 days off, but... Better not lose to Golden State. Okay, we beat Golden State. Pelicans are winning, though. That's the problem. So we need the Pelicans to lose. So we need the Spurs to take care of business right here and beat the Pelicans. It looks like they're up 15, so Portland might have a chance as long as San Antonio doesn't choke at this point. All right, they're up 13. It's getting tight, though. It's getting tight, though. Okay, San Antonio just did us a favor. All right? They just beat the Pelicans. So now, let's make this super realistic. The Clippers are locked into their position. So they're not going to play their guys this last game. home court between the Clippers and the Lakers doesn't matter. So, like, chasing the 1 seed, chasing the 2, like, that doesn't matter. They're going to... Here we go. Kind of cheating slightly, but I think this would actually happen. So... let's just make it a suspension. Suspension, 2 days. Montrez, suspension, 2 days. Kawhi, suspension, 2 days. This is load management in 2K. Wait, did I pass it? There we go. 2 days. Marcus Morris, suspension, 2 days. Who else? Lou Williams, definitely. He's 33. It's way too old to be playing 82 games, so suspension. Zubac, he's only 23, but still, you know, it's the Clippers, so boom, suspended. Are there any guys they would load manage that I'm missing? He has a deep thigh bruise, so he might play on that, so he's suspended. Boom. So I think that's probably what they'd roll with. If we can't beat this garbage-ass team, then we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You know? They're literally going to be starting. Let's see who they'd have to even be starting at this point. Very realistic scenario. They got Reggie Jackson, Shamet, Magruder, Patterson, Noah off the bench. They got JaMychal Green, Kabangle, and Terrence Mann. Shamet will go off. Yo, Tori, you managing too many loads out there. No, I think I'm managing the right amount of load. Alright. So we'll simcast it. Better be like a 30-point blowout. I don't even want this to be close. Bad first quarter. Come on. Take the lead. You just lost 2 quarters, Portland. Okay, they took the... Who's been going off for them? JaMychal Green and Joakim Noah. Of course we wouldn't be able to guard JaMychal freaking Green and Joakim freaking Noah. Goddamn. Dude, Tori, you go depth in this game. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is how I've done it. It's fun. I like a realistic simulation. That's the only way I can have fun with it. Alright, looks like Portland's going to take care of business, lock up that 8 seed. So the suspensions will wane away. Let's see who the MVP is. I'm assuming Giannis. Oh, it's LeBron. Giannis's numbers fell off, man. We might... Oh, I didn't see the others. I didn't see the other awards. But first team, you got Dame, actually. That suspension. Oh, wow. Okay, so, So we just got the 8th seed. We're going against the Lakers. And... right now, you got Anthony Davis out for the series against us with a torn right MCL. The People's Mix is pissed. And the Blazers actually legitimately got a chance to beat the Lakers. Which Anthony Davis is injury prone. So LeBron gonna have to go off. Sabonis hurt too. They're not used to playing in the summer. Alright. Rookie team. Son Whiteside second. Defensive second team. Rookie team. You don't have Terrence Davis on there, but you got my 2 Gonzaga guys. You got Brandon Clark. You got my guy Rudy. Alright. Alright, so let's go to... Let's go give Dame more minutes. Let's give him 41. How are we going to structure this? No Rio. Maybe do it like... Maybe do it like... We'll do it like this. Bing. We'll give CJ 39. I think CJ will be good with 39. Ariza doesn't need that many minutes. Give him 35. All right, what do you guys think about playoff lineup? Maybe give Melo a little bit more minutes and cut into Collins, or what do you guys think? Let's take down the fake MVP. Dude, we got trash talk in the chat. We got 35 people watching at 2:15 in the morning. That's dope. That's dope. We're quarantined. We're all quarantined. Hey, I got you if we're all quarantined. No Melo, a 7th man. 20 minutes for Melo. I'm hungry, man. I got a couple Reese's big old peanut butter cups I'm gonna crack into for this playoff run. All right, yeah, I think this is good. We'll save this as like our lineup too. That'll be our base playoff lineup. It's a pretty realistic lineup in my opinion. Only 8-man rotation. Alrighty. Oh, I don't know why I didn't scroll down one more, but we saved it for that reason. There we go. Okay, so here we go. We got the Lakers. Do Lakers lineup too? Do you guys want me to do Lakers lineup? Only if chat wants it. Nah. The people's mix, bro. You're going to get overruled. You're going to get overruled, man. Alrighty, we're just going to roll right into it. We're antsy. I know it's your squad, but it's not chat squad, so majority rules. This is a democracy. Just like Ash said, I didn't even see that. I said that and then looked right down and saw democracy. You know what's up, Ash. Alright, let's go. Oh no, I don't want to be on the Lakers. Why would I be on the Lakers? Alright, we're going to take a big old bite of this peanut butter cup for good luck. And let's get it. If they lose the Lakers without AD, it'd be depressing. This game would be being played, what, in June? It'd be dope to see some basketball in June. We'll speed this up a little bit. It looks really close so far. Got to steal that home court advantage game 1. This is a barn burner. Man, this is back and forth. Lakers in 6 or 7. Nah, Portland gonna pull it out. Not looking good for this game at the moment. Ooh, but we're catching up. We're within 1. Let's get another bucket. Don't let him get more buckets. We're letting him get more buckets. Okay, we got a 3. We're down 3. And we can't score the ball, I guess. Or we can't get a stop. Within 2, 28 seconds. Tied it with 12. Let's see who scored that one. We got Nurkic with 35 points right now. My boy Nurk is balling out of his mind in the playoffs. And let's hope the Lakers don't win it. Okay, we got OT. We got OT. Game 1 of the playoffs. You got LeBron with 37-13 trying to carry this team. JaVale McGee's having a good game. Kuzma's even shooting 50%. Congrats to him. That's a rare occurrence. Dame ain't doing a ton. You got CJ and Nurk stepping up. Nurk might get a 40-point triple-double at this pace if we go into like a second OT. Starting off okay. Be heartbreaking to lose this game with this Nurk performance. Down 4. Cut it to 2. Down 4 again. It's not looking good. We got to get a bucket. Down 6. Down 7. Yeah, we end up losing game 1. Nurk finished him with 37 points and we lose. That's depressing. But we got game 2. We got game 2 to try and steal. Oh, no, we don't want. Okay, there we go. We got to get, like, if we win game 2, we're 1-1, steal home court advantage, we'll be fine. Not starting off so well, though. Really not starting off well. This is really not turning out well at all. This is horrible. Yeah. Okay, so I think at this point it might be time to just go all in on Nurk and go all in on Zach. And maybe match up Ariza's minutes to guard LeBron more because he's bigger. Probably have more success guarding LeBron than Trent, and that's going to be our adjustments. That'd be so sad to see on national TV. I know, man. At least we'd have basketball. At least it'd be beautiful outside. At least it'd be summer. Now, at least that's the thing. If we end up losing, could have basketball again really soon. You know, if we end up losing at like the start of July, oh well, we just have to wait. I'd have my 3-on-3 later that month, and then another couple months, and it'd be season again. So that'd be fine. All right, cannot get swept. Cannot go down 3-0. Gotta defend our home court. We're really not doing a good job of that. We are literally getting killed, and I don't know why. They do not have AD, but we went down 3-0. Heat have been eliminated. Thunder have been eliminated in the first round again. Let's see if we can at least win a game. Can we please pull out a game? Please? Please? Wow, they're really going to get that. Wow, look. See, even in 2K, you got the refs. Even in 2K, you got that typical ref Laker bias. It's not even real life, and you still have it. I mean, this game's actually pretty realistic because they had LeBron James get fouled with 0.0 seconds left, tie game at the end of a series. So, there you go. Pretty realistic game right there. So we're just rooting against the Lakers now. Brooklyn and Milwaukee is tied up. They got Kyrie back at this point. So we'll see if Milwaukee can hold on. Pacers been eliminated. They always suck in 2K. Milwaukee won. Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn didn't pull it off. All right, you got Denver, Lakers. Just hopefully the Lakers lose. That's all I care about at this point. AD might be back soon. I don't think the Lakers would beat Portland in a series without AD, to be honest. If the Blazers were healthy. Okay, Philadelphia beat the Bucks. Toronto and Philadelphia. And you got the LA teams. And the Lakers choke, man. And I think they had AD for this series. Yeah, they had AD for this series and they choked. So you got Kawhi versus old team. Let's see if the Raptors can do it without Kawhi. Probably not. You're probably going to have the Clippers winning. Although it's close. Okay, yeah. Clippers winning 6. There you go. You got Kawhi. Player retirements. That's all good. And not Iguodala. I don't know why they'd have Iguodala retiring. Staff. Greg Popovich retired. Doesn't want to coach that trash team. Missed the playoffs 1 year and he's done. League meetings. That looks good. Okay. Draft lottery. So let's see if we should have missed the playoffs. Okay. It's good that we made the playoffs. Unless maybe we should have gotten 13th. Nope. Alright. So we'll see. I'll do this as fast as we can. Okay. Celtics in that Memphis pick. If LeBron could beat the Boston team with Horford in 7, he could definitely beat us. I think it'd be close, man. LeBron last year with the Lakers by himself without AD wasn't that good, and he'd have less talent around him this time. If the Sully does get fully canceled, how screwed do you think we are? I don't think we're screwed. It suck, but... So has there been any... Okay, so Bulls get in the top 4. Okay, you got Bulls, you got... I don't know the 3 left. You got Detroit, and you got New York, and you got Golden State. Okay, so it's going to be Detroit and New York, number 1. Okay, you got Detroit, number 1. Who does Detroit take number 1? See, this is why I do it. Is like, the thing is, 2K will make all the moves and draft picks unrealistic, so that's why I control every team. And just kind of play things out in a more realistic fashion, if that makes sense. So we got the real... We got the real prospects in here. Does Detroit trade the number 1 overall pick? Trade down, maybe? Or do they take... Who do they take? They just traded Drummond. So I'm thinking maybe they take Wiseman. Has Wiseman and Wood long term. Probably going to go Wiseman. Yeah, let's do it. So number 2, we got Knicks. We could give him Anthony Edwards, or we could give him LaMelo Ball. LaMelo in New York, the coverage around that would be insane. I think we do LaMelo to the Knicks. Okay, but what do we do here? Alright, chat, I need your help on this. You got the Warriors with the 3rd pick. Do they try and trade it? Do they take somebody? What do you guys think? Should I roll a random number generator? Make it 50-50? Flip a coin, basically. What do you guys think? You guys paying any attention to me? I see this debate raging in chat. Hello. I'm gonna have to get my chat's attention. Wiseman already been taken. See, that's the problem. It's like their 2 go-to prospects here would be, or no, their go-to prospect here would be Anthony Edwards, right? But that doesn't make sense. Like, he's not a fit for them. So if Golden State ends up in this position, I think they try and trade it. But do they try and trade it for a good player? Do they try and trade it for a draft pick? Let's roll random number generator. That's what I do when I'm unsure. We'll do it 1 to 100. 100 will be like a really good player. 1 will be trade down, and in between will be, you know, kind of gray area, and we'll figure it out. So here we go. We got it right here. Let's see what we get. Nope, it didn't change. 63. All right, so they're maybe trade down for a pick and a role player. So maybe Anthony Edwards. Maybe they'd want, like, if they want anyone from Atlanta, maybe Capella. But would they do like 6th pick and Capella for the 3rd pick to get Anthony Edwards, pair him with Trae Young? Like, they just traded for Capella. So you could do like I'm not even sure if the salary would work at this point. Yeah, the salary wouldn't work for that. Oh, no, they have the trade exception from Iguodala. I think it's... I forget how much it is. No, I don't think the salary would work. Pick and roll player. Maybe Bradley Beal? I don't think the Wizards are going to trade Bradley Beal. I'm not going to trade Bradley Beal. Maybe we go... I don't know. What do you guys think? Come up with trades. You guys love trades all year. But I think like it makes sense for them to trade for like a role player, you know? To trade down and get a role player that like will help them this year. So Reddish doesn't make a ton of sense to me. And the salary doesn't work for Capella. Unless they traded Wiggins. Yeah, I think they'd want a 4 or 5. So let's look at like other like lottery picks. Let's try and find something. Hornets maybe? Who they got that they could trade? Maybe maybe Miles Bridges in the 7th pick? Miles Bridges in the 7th pick for the 3rd pick. Charlotte would probably have to give up a little bit more. Maybe something like that. That's Miles Bridges, not McHale. But I do like McHale. Dame Dollar, we're trying to be realistic. Trading for Hayes? They don't have... I think Golden State would try and trade down and maybe get a Kongwu. So like maybe Miles Bridges makes some sense. Or PJ Washington even. PJ Washington makes more sense actually, I think. I think you could maybe do 7th pick and PJ Washington for the 3rd pick. Because Washington can shoot. Be a floor spacer. And then maybe next season they try and trade Draymond. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to do PJ Washington as 7th pick for the 3rd pick. I'm tempted to do that. Because I do have a trade exception that would work. It's not registering for some reason. It's not listed, but it's from Andre Iguodala, so they could just take on his salary. It's a cheap salary too. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do PJ Washington as 7th pick. And we'll also throw in a 2nd rounder. Do you guys think that's a solid trade? Then you'd have Devontae Graham and Anthony Edwards as like their backcourt. Terry Rozier is their 6th man. It's a pretty solid backcourt. Willie's a free agent. Alright, yeah, I'm going to do that. 7th pick, PJ Washington. 5th pick to Golden State for that 3rd pick. We got Charlotte taking Anthony Edwards. Who the Bulls take? I don't know what the Bulls are going to do because they need a small forward, but there's not really many small forwards available. So I think we're going to trade down. We're just going to do a basic trade down. Maybe to like 8 or 9. We'll do 9 and 15 for Minnesota. 9 and 15 for 4. Maybe need to toss in a little bit more. 9 and 15 and I don't know. Nine, 15, 8. We'll throw in. Do you guys think that's enough? 9, 15, and 38th for 4th. Feel like Minnesota needs to give up a little bit more. I'm gonna have them give up a 2023. Screw it. Probably won't even get that far. All right. So we got Minnesota trading 9th, 15th, 2023 first round pick for 4th, and Minnesota's doing this because they need a power forward. So they're gonna take Obi Toppin. Chicago has Markkanen. They don't need, you know, I mean, they could use Toppin. Toppin will probably be a better player than Markkanen, but it's now it gets messy here. Because I don't know what the hell, like, you got a lot of, they don't need, Cleveland doesn't need a guard. So maybe they take Avdija? Probably have them take Avdija at this point. Then Atlanta has like a lot of prospects at a lot of positions. I think maybe they'd take like a Maladin. Let's see if I'm missing it. Maybe a Tyrese Maxey at that point. See if there's a trade down that makes sense. Let's do it to like, well, no, I'm not gonna trade down. I'm just gonna give him. I'm gonna give him Cole Anthony, and I want to give him somebody that can play next to like a big guard, so like Hampton or Maladin. Which one, Hampton or Maladin or Maxey? Which one? Which one they take in chat? Let me know. You guys gotta do your research on your prospects. So do I. I'll get you guys covered with that. Maxey's a reach at that point. Yeah, I think so too. So I'm thinking, like, I feel like Hampton's a little bit of a reach. Maybe even Halliburton. Could maybe go with Halliburton. But like Maladin, they could maybe stash for a year. Tyrese should not come out. Maybe even Killian. Honestly, Killian Hayes has been underrated. I might go with Killian Hayes. Because there's nobody else that really impresses me at this point in the draft. And I think you're going to see some like surprises. So I'm going to go with Killian Hayes. In the 7th, Golden State, they're going to take on Kongwu. 8th, you got Washington. Washington could use a point guard, replace Ish Smith. John Walls has his injury issues, so I think they'd take probably Cole Anthony at that point. Is Nico nice? He's like a borderline lotto pick. Bulls are back up. They need a forward, so I think Caro makes sense for them. Okay, we're on the Spurs, so while we're at it, do they trade Aldridge or DeRozan? Should we trade Aldridge or DeRozan from San Antonio? Jaden McDaniels, yeah, he hasn't been what he was hyped up to be. Trade LA. How much you want to bet that Whiteside is resigned this summer? It's hard to figure out. I don't know. DeMar will opt out. You can't trade him. Is he? Oh, yeah, he's on a player option. Okay, so we'll trade Aldridge. Who do we trade Aldridge to, though? Probably for a solid late lotto pick. We don't have the assets to trade for him. Why is our pick so high? The hell? We're gonna move that up to 16. Because I don't see any realistic way we could be 41 and 41 and be 17th. It literally doesn't make sense to me. Indiana's not going to be 500. They have Indiana as 500, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, force DeMar opt out. I can't. Who would be a good destination for Aldridge? Maybe that has a decent pick too. It's kind of hard to figure out. The Celtics can't really match his salary. Unless they traded, they can't trade Cantor. Maybe they'd trade Smart. Smart in the 12th pick? I don't think they'd trade Smart, though. I don't know. There's going to be hard to find a destination for him, man. Maybe the Nets? Maybe like Levert? Heck, actually. No, but they already have 2 centers. And I think Aldridge at this point is a center. So it's hard to find a destination for him. You guys gotta help me out. Send him to Sacktown. Oh, for the Pels? That could make a lot of sense because the Pelicans have the 14th pick too. So you could do like... That's an unguaranteed contract, so we'll fix that. Probably want them to match salary, though. That is the problem with this. We should have brought Josh Hart's rating up. So maybe like Nikhil and Redick. Hayes picks salary. I feel like they value Hayes too much, but... They probably have to trade Redick to match salary. Maybe you do like Melly... Alexander Walker... in Redick, and they keep Hayes. So Redick, Alexander Walker, Melly, and a 14th pick for Aldridge. And maybe they toss in a couple future seconds and call it good. I think that actually makes some sense. Floor spacing big. You're on Xbox or PS4? PS4. What is your vertical leap? I measure mine as 32 inches. I have no idea, to be honest. Probably trade JJ Redick from San Antonio later on this offseason. But LaMarcus to the Pelicans for this package, 14th pick. Makes some sense. What's your PSN? I'm not going to publish that. I don't want a bunch of people sending me friend requests. I'm on like my personal account. Maybe I'll make an account for like you guys to add me on. Okay, Spurs 14th pick are gonna pick Patrick Williams because I feel like he could be like a Kawhi type. He has like some similar attributes to Kawhi. I don't know why they have him as a shooting guard, but so who do they pick? Like they're at the point where if they decide to rebuild, if they traded Aldridge, they're rebuilding. They could go with anything. It's like maybe a Maladin. You know, they like their foreign players. Maybe RJ Hampton. Maybe Maxey. Maybe Jaden McDaniels. What do you guys think? Well, they probably end up trading like Derek White and like trading Patty Mills. Vernon Carey isn't going to go that high. I'm tempted to maybe go with, because they're going to take Patrick Williams 14. You know what? Maladin they can keep overseas for a year, so I'm going to give him Maladin. Big guard, can play point guard or shooting guard. Foreign player. They like their foreign players. And that could give them a year to sort out their point guards and make room for him. Phoenix, I'm going to go with Nico Mannion. He plays at the University of Arizona, so he stays in Arizona. Makes some sense for them. You got Celtics. I feel like Halliburton is like a Celtics-type player. Could maybe replace Wanamaker as a backup point guard who can play right away. Maker is overrated. We won't draft him for a while. So I'm not paying a ton of attention to these ratings. I'm going to give him Halliburton. Halliburton makes sense in Boston. Sacramento. Do we have him pick a... Sacramento makes some dumb picks. So let's open up the random number generator. 1 to 100. How dumb will this pick be for the Kings? 100 being very, very dumb. Let's see it. Okay, they're going to make a very, very dumb pick. So what would be a very, very dumb pick for the Kings that you could see them reaching for? like a guy named Isaiah Joe. Oh, man. A foreign guy. I feel like they'd reach for like an Alexej. Oh, you know what? I think I know. Where is he at? Where's he at? Where's that foreign guy at? The other foreign guy. Where's he at? Is he not on here anymore? Was he a shooting guard? I don't know if... Oh, yeah, Leandro. He's actually projected late first round pick, early second round pick. We reach for 13 because random number generator says Kings make a dumb pick. Ooh, like a maker. Even though he's not like... I can see them going foreign because they like their... You know, you got Divac in there. Johnny Juzang, is he in here? I don't think he's in here. I think that's next draft class. I'm going to give him Balmaro. The Jake Layman is back in dunking. Back and he's dunking over people. Are you happy about that? Yeah, we're going to give Balmaro to the Kings. That's their reach. Good old Sacramento Kings pick there. And the Spurs will give Patrick Williams to them. We'll swap Portland and that Magic pick. Because that Magic pick they got from Indiana, I think. There's no way Indiana finishes 500. I'm just making it more realistic. Bulls. You still got R.J. Hampton there. You still got Tyrese Maxey there. But they also need more of a forward. Oh, Jaden McDaniels is there. Okay, there you go. Jaden McDaniels. So we'll swap this pick Orlando has. From the... Wait, what? So let me look at something. Mock drafts. Original. Oh, no, that makes sense. I'm tripping. I thought these were all non-lottery. Okay, that makes sense. Because both these teams are under 5. Okay, that makes sense. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay, so Magic. Who we got with Orlando? Tyrese Maxey or R.J. Hampton is what I'm leaning towards. We'll simulate the rest. But we're almost a Portland's pick. Peyton Pritchard ain't going that high. The face they got for Peyton Pritchard, though, looks a lot like Peyton Pritchard. It's actually a really good... That looks a... Does that not look exactly like Peyton Pritchard? I mean... RJ for Orlando, yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. Hampton, yeah. So, Portland, here we go. The best player on the board at this point is probably Tyrese Maxey. But do we, need another guard? But also, he's very young, so by the time he'd be hitting his prime, he'd be... Dame and CJ would be, on their way out, so you'd have, him and Simons and Trent or whatever, I don't know. Other than that, maybe Vassell. Maybe Sadiq Bey. Or do we try and trade it? Trade pick? Alright. If the random number generator is 50 or more, we'll end up trading the pick. 51 or more. We'll end up trading the pick. Okay, it's a 54. So we're trading the pick. 1 means just trading it down a little bit. 100 means trading it for a player, maybe, for a really good player. So let's see what we get. 12. Okay, we'll trade it down a little bit. $21 and $24. 17th pick for 21-24. We'll throw in our second and maybe a future second. 17 and what pick was this? 17 and 47 and a future second round pick for 21 and 24. I actually think that might be realistic if Maxey was on the board because I think he'd be a great fit with SGA. So I think you could maybe get OKC to do this. Yeah, let's do that. Might be giving up a little bit too much for OKC, but Maxey, I think they do it for Maxey. So now I got Dallas. I feel like Paul Reed. Let's do Paul Reed. Paul Reed from DePaul. DePaul's Paul Reed. Sabrina, you want me to draft Sabrina? 19th pick. I feel like I should be trading a few more of these, but don't want this draft to take too long. But also, he would make a ton of sense for the Bucks. And they have the salary to match. Yeah, we're going to make this trade for the Bucks. Pretty sure that would match salary. We'll give up a second round pick and we'll do it for the Bucks. I feel like that might not be enough for Bielitsa though. What do you guys think? We'll give up more second round picks. There we go. Okay. So Milwaukee trades for Bielitsa. We got Sacramento. Okay, there's your Sacramento Maker pick. Very Sacramento-esque. Okay, now you got Brooklyn. They need a power forward. Precious. Chiefin, I have no idea what you're trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to say, bro. I don't know what that means. Okay, so now Portland's up. Do we trade this pick? We got 21st and 24th overall pick. Do we trade this? Do we keep this? What do we do? What are we doing? I don't want it. Trade for OPJ. We don't have the salary to trade for OPJ. Trade, I guess. Trade for who, though? Let's try and trade the 24th pick. All right. We're going to use the random number generator between 1 and 30, and that's going to pick the team that we're going to try and make a deal with. It's a 13. So starting from Philadelphia with them being 1, 2, 3, 4, 13. Okay, so the Knicks. Is there anybody we want from the Knicks? Not really. We'll do it a couple more times. Because we don't have the salary to match for Julius Randle. So 16. Mavericks, I don't think they're going to trade a player for a pick, so we're going to do it again. We got 27, that's the Timberwolves. And they don't have anybody impressive. We got 11, that's going to be the Jazz. They're contending. Needs to probably be a rebuilding team. So 25, Suns. Could maybe do something for Kelly Oubre, but it'd probably take both picks to make happen. Like Ariza both picks for Kelly Oubre. And that would clear a spot for Bridges to start for them. So I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to trade for Kelly Oubre. But would you guys give up, if we like traded down, got the 21st, 24th overall picks, would you trade Ariza in those 2 picks for Kelly Oubre? We don't need Ben Simmons. We don't need another guy who's like ball dominant. I don't know. They're not going to trade Simmons for CJ anyway, so it's not going to happen. You guys would do this Oubre trade? Maybe we can replenish some second round picks. Yeah, Kelly Oubre, a couple second round picks for Trevor Ariza. Maybe we can send Ariza to a 3rd team that would want him. Maybe a team with like a bad contract. So like a not the Kings, maybe the Lakers. Or the yeah, that doesn't make sense. Who would want Ariza? Try to get McHale somehow. McHale's not realistic to go after for late 1st round picks. Who could really use Ariza? That's trying to win some games. Maybe they don't have contracts. Maybe the Thunder. Or the. See, I'd do maybe the Timberwolves with that contract, but. Maybe you do the Warriors. Maybe you do like Looney and Poole to the Suns and Smilagic. So get some prospects, get a backup center, cheap, save some money. Or do we take on Smilagic? What do you guys think about that? Try Philly? Who would Philly match, though? Like, it'd have to be, like... I don't know. I don't see them trading Mike Scott. Because he's kind of a heart and soul guy. And then they'd have to trade, like, one of their prospects. They'd have to trade, like, Zaire Smith. I don't see them giving up him for Ariza. Jordan Poole is also trash? Yeah. Maybe the Bucks would trade Ilyasova. They just traded for Bielitsa, so maybe they do like Ilyasova. And they're not going to trade him. Probably not going to trade. It doesn't make sense because they don't have another contract that they'd be willing to trade, that they can trade right now. So not Milwaukee. They almost waived Zaire? No, they didn't. They drafted him with a 16th overall pick a couple years ago. Why would they waive him? He just had injury issues. That's more of a roster thing. I don't think they do Mike Scott and Zaire Smith for only Trevor Ariza. It's a stretch to me. Yeah, I like that. I like that Warriors trade, to be honest. I like Looney. They just got on Kongwu. I like Poole, Smilagic. Not Pascal. Smilagic. I think that makes some sense. Jordan Poole's like a young prospect. Maybe they give up one of their second round picks to us. They get future second round picks. I think this makes sense. Phoenix wouldn't really want Ariza. They save some money. I think they're going to be going after cap space, so they probably won't even keep Looney. Baines is also a free agent, and Baines might want to go start, so Looney could be his replacement, if that makes sense. They get a young prospect. It's also really not really about what they're getting back. They're trading out Kelly Oubre for 2 first-round picks. That's really the basis of this deal. And then instead of trading Ariza straight up to them for future seconds, we trade Ariza somewhere else for a second. They get back like other pieces they might like, if that makes sense. Let's do the 18th pick. Fifth pick is a bad draft. Let's do it. As for last People's Mixes, and I have been the last 10 comments. Yeah, People's Mix runs chat. If I'm Phoenix, I'm not doing this high key. Booker would want out of Mini or Portland. No, Booker's not gonna. And even if he does, what this trade does for them, it saves them $6 million in cap space. It clears the way for Bridges to start at small forward, and they get 2 first-round picks. That's what this does for Phoenix. Granted, that trade might not work for... I literally just said what the Suns got for Oubre. They get 2 first-round picks, $6 million in cap space. Why Ariza? We have to trade Ariza to match Oubre's salary. How's the rebuild going? Sorting out a realistic Kelly Oubre trade. Maybe we can find a different team. Because this trade makes sense. Ariza could come off the bench or whatever. You know, downgrade from Kelly Oubre, but they get 2 first-round picks. And it clears the way for Bridges to start. Right? But I want to save Phoenix more cap space and trade Ariza to a team who would want him. If that makes sense. Oubre is worth more than 2 late firsts, in my opinion. That's 2 first-round picks, 21, 24. And that's what the random number generator fell on. So the random number generator selected Phoenix. So that's like the first possible realistic trade. So it's not even me going out and like picking Oubre. It was more the random number generator, if that makes sense. So if it wasn't the random number generator, you know, I'd be trying to figure out something else. But the random number generator selected Phoenix. And this is the only guy that makes sense. So that's what we're doing. Maybe the Nets would want Ariza. They don't really have the salary, though. No. Maybe the Clippers with like Magruder and Cabangle? I don't know if that's enough salary. I mean, it'd be 2 point. They could do Magruder, Cabangle, and Man. Cabangle could be an interesting prospect. We could even take on Magruder with the Bazemore traded player exception. So that would save Phoenix over $10 million. And they'd get Cabangle. And Ariza makes sense. He's switchable with like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, those type of guys. I think I found it. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Actually. Could even take on Man. Nah, but yeah, so they trade Kelly Oubre for 2 future first-round picks. Or not future, 2 first-round picks, 21, 24. They get back Cabangle, who was like a late first-round pick last year, Terrence Mann, and they save almost $11 million in salary for free agency. I think that, and they are able to clear a spot for Mikal Bridges to start because he's been playing well lately. I think that makes a ton of sense. If you're Phoenix, if you're the Clippers, you trade like a couple mediocre prospects, a very late second-round pick, and a guy who they don't use, a Magruder, for Ariza, who's switchable with PG, switchable with Kawhi, veteran player. I think that makes sense. We trade 21, 24 into Ariza for Kelly Oubre. Second-round pick, we take on Magruder, who's $5 million in salary we could trade next season. But shouldn't put us like over the tax. Maybe, might. I'm not sure. Gonna try to avoid the luxury tax. Might be difficult. Might have to wait them. I don't know. But, yo, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. Boom. That's what we're gonna do. Phoenix is gonna trade 24th pick for a future pick next year. Let's trade for. Let's trade for Houston's. Just to save more money. Alright, they're going to take probably, I don't know. Probably, they could take Isaiah Stewart. They have a lot of bigs now, though. Probably Vassell. Probably Vassell. At this point, after the end of the first round, I'm going to simulate it. So we're going to be done with this draft very, very shortly. Sadiq Bey seems like a future Nugget to me. Who seems like a future Heat? Maybe Nesmith? Yeah, more Nesmith. I was literally reciting in my head, please trade for Oubre before the deadline. Yeah, I've always kind of wanted Oubre. Like, who's going to take Oubre from y'all anyways? That literally makes no sense. They're going to trade Danny Green for Oubre. That literally wouldn't make him better just because Danny Green's a better fit next to LeBron and AD. And what pick are you going to trade, bro? Come on, man. Y'all ain't got no picks. Y'all can't trade no picks. Thinking Tyler Bay. He's more of a small forward, power forward type. A guy who fits into their small ball crap. Maybe, I don't know, Nwora actually seems like a Rocket type of pick. Gotta look at 3-point ratings. Yeah, you're right. You're right. How does their 3 look? Nwora's a really good 3-point shooter, so I'm taking him. Jazz. Isaiah Stewart. Celtics are on the clock. They have too many picks. Let me just trade one of them. Let's trade the 29th to a team that doesn't really have one. Just balance things out a little bit. Not the Pacers. Yeah, y'all could maybe trade your 27th overall pick for Kelly Oubre and Danny Green. I don't think Phoenix takes that. And it doesn't make sense for you guys. Screw. We're not even gonna trade no more picks. We're just gonna select people. Vernon Carey, maybe. Ramsey. I think they maybe stashed somebody, so we'll take this guy. Alexej Pokusevsky. Oubre got fringe all-star potential next season? I don't think so. He gets 16 points per game on average efficiency. I don't think he's that good. I think he's a bit overrated. Jameis Ramsey for your Lakers people's mix. Jameis Ramsey's underrated. He's like a boomer bust prospect. The Raptors. Trey Jones, I think, is a second-round pick. See if there's anybody that's being, like, underrated. God, there isn't crap at this point in the draft. There isn't anybody that good. Like, Carey, maybe they get Carey. I'm going to give him Tyler Bay. We'll give Carey to the Celtics. Carey's game just doesn't really translate to the NBA, but he's talented, so... And then the Knicks. So at this point, I'm just simulating the rest. The Blazers have the 26th, or they have the 56th pick in the second round. Let's see who they took. If it's Peyton Pritchard, I'm going to laugh. No, we took Derek Alston. Did Peyton Pritchard even get drafted? You got Tinkle getting drafted. Peyton Pritchard, I don't even think got drafted. So for all you Duck fans, we'll sign him as a two-way. Damn, why can't we two-way any of these players? That's weird. Anyway. Literally can't two-way any of these players. Maybe we will after this. Probably going to go up through the star free agency, and then I'm probably going to end the stream. Damn, Kings had 5 picks. Okay. Alright, we signed everybody. Team player options. Keep Garrett Temple. Keep those guys. Luke. Svi. And yeah, we'll keep Svi. McLemore, they're definitely keeping. DeRozan declined. Diallo Akobo. Nader Diallo. Okay. Swanigan, I think we're declining. We're going to make it so Hood accepts this because I don't see there being any way he doesn't accept this. Hazonia declined. Jerome Robinson kind of been garbage. Of course, Otto Porter is accepting that. You got Zizic. You got Drummond accepting his. Zizic, however you say it. Cody Martin, they got his brother, so why not? Alright. I think the Knicks literally get rid of all these guys except maybe Bullock. Anthony Davis declining. He's gonna... we'll see if he leaves. What do you guys think the percentage chance Anthony Davis leaves this summer is? I'm curious what you guys think. I'd say maybe 10%. We gotta make sure we... Rodney. AD to Portland. Brian Windhorst said so. He said AD was going to leave LA. Bro, you got Lakers fan here saying FAD, I don't trust him. Bro, I mean, like, you guys literally landed a better player than I've ever seen the Blazers land. Like, but that's their attitude. You trust playoff Rondo more. Really? Come on, man. I'd say 10%. Maybe if we'll do it if it's 90 or above on the random number generator, he'll leave. If it's like 85 to 89, we'll roll again. We'll do that. There we go. We got him. All right. I'm tempted to just not even look through these. Like, what's the point? We'll get rid of Moses. We'll keep Jalen Horde, though. Taco Mountain. One already signed. Bembry, no. Brown, no. Alright, cool. Alright, here we go. We got free agency for y'all. Let's roll that number generator for AD. Alright, 90 to 100. He leaving. Let's do 84 to 89. We roll again. It's probably going to be anticlimactic. Yeah, very. Alright, so we're going back to the Lakers. We're only gonna give him like we're gonna do a 1-1. A player option. Because I don't think he's gonna lock in long term with LeBron getting up there in age. So 1-1 for him. Ingram, we'll wait to sign him. DeRozan. I'm tempted to sign and trade DeRozan to the Raptors, honestly. I don't think I think they're paying their players too much. So where does DeRozan go? Does he stay in San Antonio? What are the odds you think he leaves San Antonio? Especially if they traded Aldridge. I'd say 75%. So anything 25 to 100, I'll have him sign elsewhere. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we got DeRozan going somewhere else. This is how I do this, guys. This is what I mean by like that weird method where I, make stuff realistic. All right, 1 to 30. If it's a team I could see him signing with, then I'll sign him to that team. You got 76ers. No way they don't have the cap space, and he'd be a horrible fit. 28. That's the Blazers, I believe. Yeah, that's the Blazers. That's not gonna happen. 18 is the Pacers. I think. It's the Nuggets. They don't have the cap space. 25 is... Let me make sure. Alright, 30, 29, 28, 25, 26, 24. Okay. Actually, hey, this is what the Phoenix Suns could have been clearing cap space for. We got DeRozan. We'll have DeRozan going there. They just got Looney. So let's see who they renounce. Probably Baines and Saric. Carter, they don't need him. They don't need him. It's 22 in cap space. Okay, we're going to have him get rid of Baines. We're going to have him get rid of Saric. This is something I can see the Phoenix Suns doing. Okay. For some reason that's... Okay, I think we got to get rid of the... Maybe we got to trade away someone else. So maybe we get rid of Kaminsky. Trade him to the Pistons. Should have cap space. Don't really have another center. Christian Wood's a power forward. See what happens with Blake Griffin. But we're going to swap Best to Detroit. Just to get rid of his salary. And then we should be able to sign DeRozan. Debo Samuel is not a basketball player. He's a trash football player. What the hell are you talking about, bro? You do not know football if you think Debo Samuel's overrated. Dude was balling out this year, man. Come on now. My goodness. What? You kidding me? I don't think that's a max contract. What's the max for... I gotta find the max for DeRozan. Why is this man saying Debo Samuel's trash? Or overrated? It doesn't make no sense to me. What the hell is his max? 34? Why is it stopping short for the Suns? They got way more than 34 cap space. Damn, he's been in the league a while, huh? Damn. Does DeRozan even get paid his max? People's Mix started talking about Debo. Debo to Hawks? That doesn't make no sense. Oh, in Toronto we call him Debo. Who do you call Debo? Salty Hawks fan? Debo is DeMar's nickname. Okay, 41 million is max. The Suns gotta trade someone else. I think maybe they try and get out from Rubio. I don't know. It literally has it where they have $39 million in cap space and won't let them use all of it. I do not know why. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade Rubio for just a minimum contract player. We're going to sign DeRozan. Then we'll redo that. We'll trade him back just to get around that glitch because that'll happen every now and then. So we got to give DeMar a max. It's going to take a while. I wish there was a faster way to scroll this. But you know. DeMar, Debo. Yeah, I've never heard that. Yeah, you guys got DK, we got Debo. Like, it's two really good young receivers. We good. Bro, why did I never know that? Why did I never know that? You know how... Bro. What? How did I never know that? No way. I literally never knew that. Dude, I wish I knew that. That would have saved me so much time in previous two... Like... Oh, man. Okay. That's legit. I literally never knew that. Dope. Let's go. Thank you, bro. Jeez, man. Wow, I wish I knew that. No way the Mar gets 40 mil? It's the Suns. They've been desperate for somebody like that for forever. So not a smart signing, but they've been trying to win for a while, man. I hate how it automatically renounces some of these guys. I don't understand. I'm gonna leave Dobie's trash. Is there a way around this People's Mix? You gonna save me a little bit here? Because I hate how it automatically renounces rights. We're gonna renounce Jeff T. Don't need him. Solomon Hill. We can renounce him. Because I had this workaround. I need a workaround for this. Nah, 2K sucks. For real, 55 million when he's 35. Hey, it's not a smart contract. Maybe we'll reduce it to 3 years if you guys think we should. Probably will. Actually, yeah, we will. We'll reduce it to 3 years. None of those guys. AD coming back. God, I hate doing this, man. It would be so much quicker if I didn't have to do this. They don't need Henson. They don't need Knight. They're losing DeMar anyway. Alright. Alright, switch to the 3 years. You guys think that's better? It's not a smart contract, but it's a Suns contract. Exactly. There, it's a 3-year contract. It's 2 years, 3rd-year player option. So when he's 33. See, it's only 30. He's only 30 right now, so. Alright, there. That's probably better. So you got... Now let me trade back for Rubio. Worked around that glitch. Alright, so you got Rubio. The rookies are always overrated, the rookies, so I always bring them down a little bit. I'll do that later. I'll do that like off stream. So you got Booker, DeRozan. I love how I was to start Bridges. I'm tempted to start DeRozan and Booker in the backcourt, and maybe see if there's something where we could trade Rubio, or maybe he's the 3rd guard off the bench, but like start like Booker, DeRozan, and then Bridges. What do you guys think about that? Who should be the point guard? Because Booker can pass, but I think you probably make like Booker the point guard and DeRozan the shooting guard. And just go with like that big lineup. Booker's still 1 out. Well, man can wait. He's still only 23, and he has 4 years left on his contract, so he needs to chill. But that's not bad. That's not a bad start to something, I guess. You got DeRozan, Booker, Ayton. Should have never signed Rubio, but Bridges, small forward. They just need a power forward. No, let's end up needing a power forward. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna resign Whiteside. There's no way he makes that much, so we gotta mess with the sliders a little bit. No, I know that I can quickly like change salary. I'll just have those maxed. Okay, expected 12 million. I think we're just gonna do that. We already brought Hood back. Sonia, Mello. I think it's only a minimum salary cold, so doesn't really matter. Do that. All right. So re-sign Whiteside. How much you guys think he's gonna get paid? I'm tempted to do like a deal like this. Is what I'd be hoping for. Team option 2nd year. Then you could make. I'm not entirely sure about this, but I think you could maybe sign him to a 2-year deal, team option 2nd year, and then he wouldn't have a no trade clause, which he would have if you only signed him to a 1-year contract. But then if you traded him, he'd be like an values are. There's really no playoff teams. 3 years, 30. In 2 years, 25. Millsap for Ellen? No way Millsap signs the mid-level exception. He's going to get like 20 and go back to Denver. So I think this deal... Am I muted still? Am I good? We good out here? Yeah, the mic cord falls out when I move. Alright, so we're going to do that. Harrell will be interesting. We'll see if he goes back to the Clippers. I'm going to wrap it up just with, like, re-signing guys I think stay. I think you're looking at, like, a... For real, they have Grant. Millsap's super underrated. And he's still playing well. There's no reason for them to not keep Millsap. They can trade him if they need to. Like, he's a lot better than Grant, so What other players return? I think you got the Pistons shelling out money to bring back Wood. How much does Wood get? I'm thinking 4-year deal because he's young. Maybe player option. But how much money? Like that, I don't know how to figure that out. Oh, yeah. Hold L2. Okay, it goes up by 0.25. Gotcha. Gotcha. 15 to 20 million. I feel like that's a little bit much. Maybe you front load it. Maybe you do like... $65 mil. And 64 mil. I don't know. I don't know how much Christian Wood's going to get. I'm going to do like 62. Yeah, I'm going to do 62. There we go. So you got him and Wiseman, Griffin, Kaminsky is our front court. Van Vliet, any chance he leaves? Four-year 50 max. I think Wood's gonna get paid, man. I think Wood's gonna get paid. I mean, Rozier just got 3 years and 19 million per. You know what I mean? Guys get paid. Wood's a lot better than Rozier ever has been. Like, you're gonna have a team out there trying to go after Wood. Fred Van Vliet to Detroit. Let's whip out the number generator for Van Vliet. I say about 25% chance a team somewhere comes and offers him too much to refuse. So anything 75 or above, Van Vliet's gone. Okay, 83. There we go. Hey, Detroit for Van Vliet could make some sense because I just saw you say Detroit. They're kind of going young. I think maybe behind Rose and then they trade Rose or something. I don't know. We'll do 1 out of 30 for Van Vliet. Let's figure out where Van Vliet goes. We got 14. That's obviously has to be a team with cap space. 14 is the Lakers. But they all got the cap space. We got 29, which is the Warriors. They all got the cap space. 24, I think that's the Spurs. Yeah, it's the Spurs. They have too many point guards. 15. We're going to do this till we find a good match. The Magic? No, got the cap space. Timberwolves, they got D'Lo. There's really not like a great match, I don't think. It's hard to find some of these matches. 3, that's the Bulls. I don't know about that. Maybe. I mean, if they're trying to like... I mean, maybe. Kobe White is the 6th man. Maybe trade Satoransky or move him to small forward. Akaro, I'll have to bring him down. They already got a ton of small forwards, though. But if they get rid of him... They don't really have cap space, though. But Chicago would make some sense. His hometown of the Bulls. Oh, he's from the Bulls. All right, we're gonna have him go to the Bulls. We're gonna make some moves here. We're gonna make some things happen. The Warriors still have about 11 million off their trade player exception, which isn't registering. The one for Iguodala, I think that'd expire by then. Maybe get rid of Looney. We got clear cap space. Get rid of Valentine. Get rid of Harrison. Get rid of Struss. Get rid of Makoka. How much do you think Chicago would offer Van Vliet to get him to go there, though? How much do you guys think? Because I'm curious. $20 mil? Okay, we need to free up 20 mil. We'll trade Sadaransky. We'll trade him to maybe even Detroit, actually, because they got cap space. And he could maybe play small forward for them. So we'll do that. We'll do it like just a second round pick. Lakers. That'll be very late. Okay, we'll do that. Basically, giving away Sadaransky for free, but we'll have him take on Felicio as well. Actually, won't be a terrible Detroit team, to be honest. Sadaransky, Felicio. Okay, there we go. And then they'll sign Van Vliet. How many years? How many years we looking at? Toronto won't be mad about that. Opens up their books for Kawhi and Giannis in 2021. Why would Kawhi go back? That doesn't make no sense. Oh, L2. I keep forgetting that. Damn. Okay. 3 years, $63 million. No option. I like that. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. I'm going to do it. All right, there we go. So Bulls are going to have, like, Van Vliet, Levine, Porter, Markkanen, Carter. That might be a solid team as well. We'll have to bring down these rookies. But there we go. Okay. We'll do a couple other players. Probably only got like 5 minutes left on the stream, and then we'll pick it back up in a couple days. But you got Gallo. Chances he returns to OKC. I don't know what OKC is going to do. Maybe they... You know what? Let's just decide... OKC will be our last stop with this if they end up rebuilding. Where's the number generator? There we go. 100 means OKC's trying to get better and like contend next year. 1 means they're completely blowing it all up, trading Chris Paul, all that. In between, it will kind of be a mixture. All right, so they're blowing it up because it's 3 out of 100. All right, so they're blowing it up. So Gallinari's going elsewhere, but first let's find a trade for Chris Paul. Give me your trade destinations, because only a couple will make sense, so I'm not even going to use a random number generator. Miami, I don't think Miami would want to trade him because Miami's going to try and land a max free agent next year, and Chris Paul has a player option that he'll accept. So maybe... Honestly... the guy they drafted, which was Ramsey. That would work financially. Or let's try and put a different package together with a different team. Pelicans. They'd have to trade Lonzo. We need to get rid of Darius Miller. I don't think that Lakers package is enough. Because Darius Miller's only like $1 million guaranteed, so we'll cut his contract down to $1 million, and then we'll cut him. They just got LA though. Yeah, imagine if they could get LA and Chris Paul. They don't have the contracts to match though, because Chris Paul makes a ton. But that's something I need to do anyway. They got... but that's not counting their cap holds, because they got insane cap holds. So maybe they could sign and trade... No. No. Because none of those guys would make enough except Ingram, but they're not going to trade him for Paul, so it'd have to be like Alonzo and... Yeah, they can't make it happen. Pelicans can't make it happen. Drew? I mean, they could trade Drew. I just assumed they wouldn't trade Drew for Chris Paul. because that's like the heart and soul of their team, their defense, and it's just not enough of an upgrade to give that up. Yeah, they'll bring back BI. What's up, Vegan for Life? So, screw it. I'll use the random number generator. I'm not gonna hold it up. Nine is, I don't even know what team 9 is. Heat. But again, I don't think that makes sense for them because they're trying to save cap space for next year. 17, and the next one's 22. Pelicans are 20. 17 Nets. Doesn't make sense with Kyrie. 22 Raptors. They don't really got the contracts. See, there's not good fits for Chris Paul. So if they do elect to trade him, I think they're going to have a bit of a hard time. Kings doesn't make sense with Fox. Because a lot of teams have good point guards, and they're not going to want Chris Paul. Bucks, they got Bledsoe. 23. 1, 2, 3. Rockets, he ain't going back there. They also don't got the contracts. 12, just rolled that. See, this is the problem. Lakers. I'm honestly tempted to do the Lakers, man. Do Kuzma, their first round pick from this year, which I drafted Ramsey. But I don't think Kuzma has enough value. Nah, there's no way. Kuzma don't got enough value. What other teams? Y'all just give me teams, because I'm not going to roll, because there's really only a couple teams. Nola might happen, dog. They don't have the contracts. They'd have to trade Drew Holiday. I don't think they'd trade Drew Holiday for Chris Paul. And the Bucks don't really have the contracts, and they have Bledsoe. So actually, but Lopez is a bad contract. But if you did, low-key, actually, the Bucks could make it happen if they did something like this for Chris Paul. That might be a little too much, though. We'll take out the pick. But it doesn't make sense with Bledsoe, though. Those guys can't play together. They're both too small. Do they trade Bledsoe elsewhere? Does that even make sense for them, though? That's kind of gutting their team a bit too much. Bledsoe isn't... It doesn't make sense to me for the Bucks. It doesn't make sense to me. Magic could make some sense. I don't really know what they're trying to do. Oh, man. Clippers with, could send them back there. With, Beverly, and they just traded for Ariza, so that doesn't work. But, Beverly, Zubac, Green, Shamet, that's not enough salary. Jazz, no. The Jazz could theoretically trade Mike Conley and a pick for him. That honestly might be what I'd do. And then OKC would trade Conley somewhere else. So maybe that. Mike Conley might be easier to trade. He's expiring. Maybe to the Heat. But what contracts would they trade? I don't think they'd trade Iguodala. But you could do Iguodala and Olynyk. But they'd have to do Iguodala and Olynyk. That's the problem. So now we're trying to find a team for Conley. Because I like that for OKC. But then Conley somewhere else. Conley to the Lakers could make some sense. But Knicks are weird. OKC isn't trying to win a championship. Yeah, I rolled between 1 and 100. 100 being them trying to like improve the most, and 1 being them completely blowing it up. Between 1 and 100, it was a 3. So OKC's trying to blow it up, basically. Maybe the Suns? Maybe the... I'm tempted to do something around the Suns, like Ricky Rubio, Suns pick, Rockets pick, along with... They'd have the... No, they wouldn't. I'm tempted to, like... I don't think they'd trade Cameron Johnson for him, though. And maybe if you take out the picks. They still need to trade out more, though. I don't think that can work if they... Unless they did, like, Diallo and Jerome. Kobo, Jerome. I feel like that's too much to be given up, and like a pick on top of that. I don't know. You guys think I should find a different team? That wouldn't work, People's Mix, because that's not enough outgoing salary for Utah, and they'd be over the hard cap, which would be put in place if they signed and traded for Bertans. So, yeah, IDK, I mean, if Phoenix signs DeRozan, yeah, that's the thing, is like they signed DeRozan and then maybe make a play for Conley, like they're trying to win. So I'm pretty sure, let me pull out the calculator. I'm pretty sure this would match salary. 34.5 minus 7.47 times 1.25 plus 0.1. It doesn't quite match salary, sadly. We could trade the Lek. So they could do something like this, and then we could... That's a lot of players to... Maybe Utah takes one. Takes like a minimum. Damn, I'm coughing. If they're trading out 38, 4.5 times 1.25 plus 0.1 minus Chris Paul. 1.26. They could take back like Diallo. We'll give him Diallo. We'll give him a Kobo. And then maybe we have Phoenix and we'll make a second trade just because we can't add it, and we'll have Phoenix giving a first round pick. So they'd trade Rubio, Cameron Johnson, Diallo, Kobo, Jerome, Lek. And that's a lot of prospects. Would that make enough sense? That wouldn't make enough sense for them. So yeah, we'll do a pick. We'll do like the Rockets pick. We'll do a bad pick from Phoenix. So Utah's basically trading Chris Paul for a future Utah pick, Rubio, Cameron Johnson, prospect, some filler. Ty Jerome got picked in the first round last year near the end, and then like a Rockets first round pick. So I get like 2 solid prospects, Jerome, Johnson, Rubio, and 2 first-round picks. That makes sense for Chris Paul, I think, because he has a bad contract, so they're not going to get a ton for him. The Suns basically trade all that for Conley. And the Jazz trade Conley and a pick for Chris Paul. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to see how it works out with Phoenix having like Conley, DeRozan. I might bump up Conley a little bit back to kind of how he was before, but Conley, Booker, and DeRozan with Ayton. We'll see how that works. See how that works next year. And yeah, we're just going to do that. And then we'll add like, I don't know. We'll add that pick for the Suns pick just as like as part of this deal. That Rockets pick. There we go. Okay. So back to the Suns. I think you kind of put these guys back. Let's bump up Conley back, because I still think he has some gas left in the tank. Let's give him 84. So that's an interesting group. They need a power forward. I'm almost tempted to trade Bridges for like a solid power forward or something for them. I don't know. But Phoenix has been trying to do this for years, so. Yeah, exactly. That's terrible, but it's the Suns, so it could happen. Yeah. I mean, the Suns had what people thought was the worst offseason last. They paid $17 million for 3 years for Ricky Rubio. So yeah, they definitely be happy to get like Mike Conley and DeRozan. I mean, they're 30 and 32. They're trying to keep Booker happy. I mean, if like Ayton can develop into an all-star, Booker into superstar, DeRozan and Conley can keep playing like how they've been playing the past couple years, then maybe you could be a second round, maybe push the Western Conference Finals. I'm not sure. You'd probably have to work out something. But who's power forward? We'll have to bring these young guys down. They're gonna have a crap bench. But the Thunder, should I try to trade Schroeder right now, or should I just find a spot for Gallinari free agency? Collins for Bridges? Nah, I wouldn't do it. Just about to say you want the Suns to not want Bridges so you can put him on the Blazers. There's nothing that realistic that makes sense. And I think they'd keep Bridges, so like once DeRozan got older, Bridges could step in or something. Schroeder could be a... Schroeder. Problem is they can't trade a pick. So, like, Miami could trade for Schroeder, but they'd have to give up a young prospect, and I don't know who they'd be willing to give up. Like, they'd have to give up, like, Hero. Or they could give up Nesmith, who they drafted this year, but I don't know if that's enough. As I said, the rookies are overrated. So maybe something like that. What do you guys think about that? Just keep them? Okay, yeah, we'll have them keep them. Let's find a free agent destination for Gallinari. Let's roll between 1 and 30. See what teams pop up. See if they make sense. We got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Clippers could maybe sign and trade. Nah. Depends on if they lose since we're on the Clippers, 1 in 100. Chance they lose Harrell, another team might max him. I honestly think it's a 50-50 chance. Because I think another team might max him. We'll do 60% chance to keep him. So anything above 60, they lose him. It's a 5, so they're definitely keeping Harrell. So we'll have him resign him later. Actually, we'll just do it now. I think close to a max contract. He's going to get paid. I'm tempted to just make it a max, guys. I think Harrell's going to get a max. It's kind of hard to predict what Harrell will get. Yeah, max. Dude, Harrell's young, energetic, 20-point per game scorer, 10 rebounds per game. Like, Harold's legit. I think he gone because he caused hella issues this year. He gone, bro. I just rolled the random number generator, bro. Between 1 and 100, it was 5. Which, like, 1 being stay. So, maybe we'll do a front. Or maybe we'll do a... Maybe we'll do, like, 115 mil. With a team option 4th year. You have sauces? I doubt it. You're in Canada. How you got Clippers sources? Roll off somebody gonna give him 20 million. It's gonna be more than that. I think let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do a team option, player option 4th year, or no option. What do you guys think? Player. Yeah, probably player. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Alright, so Gallinari destination them logging off the stream here. $10. Oh wow. Maybe the Hornets. They just traded PJ Washington. They got Graham and Edwards. That's the start of something. Let's find like 5 more destinations and see if anything is better than the Hornets. If not, we'll do the Hornets. 3, that's the Bulls. Doesn't make sense. They are signing Van Vliet, but 17, you got the Nets, which you'd make sense for, but they'd have to sign and trade. We could sign and trade Dinwiddie somewhere. Take back Gallo. I'm not going to do that. That's a lot of work. 1, Sixers, they don't have cap space. Warriors have to be sign and trade. 10, Hornets again. Okay, since I rolled the Hornets twice and I couldn't find anything better, it's going to be the Hornets. It's kind of random, but they might be thinking that Graham takes that next step because he took a big step this year. He's actually underrated. Let's do 82. And if like Edwards ends up being a borderline all-star as a rookie, like he's kind of a boomer bust guy, like you could have a really good backcourt here, and then maybe if you had Gallinari, then you're pushing the playoffs. And they have cap space to maybe make another move on top of that. They got 38 million in cap space. More if they actually, let's just waive Bacon. He's garbage. Let's wait for Hernan Gomez. It didn't clear up anymore. Okay. So I got 38 million in cap space. So like Gallinari, maybe it's just like a 1-year deal. I don't know. Nets have cap space? No, they don't. And Bulls don't have cap space either. So I think maybe you do something like just an overpay just because they suck. Like maybe something like that, but like a team option. So this would only be a 1-year deal. You know, it's an overpay for a year, but they probably decline it after this year. 3-year team option. Yeah, I think 25 million is a little bit much then. 25 million per year. I think you'd have to go down to like maybe that. Three years, 72 million. And then maybe they try to get out from Rozier and sign somebody else. Alright, let's God, we gotta do all this crap again for some of the teams. It's better the second time around, but nope, don't want to renounce Fournier. Courtney Lee, that's fine. No to Favors, because we don't know if we'll bring him back. I wish this wasn't a thing, man. Yeah, they might as well renounce him. They're not bringing him back, so. Because I want to see what the Blazers' payroll is at after re-signing Whiteside. Okay, they're getting Van Vliet. Damn, why does Reggie Jackson have a cap hold so high? He signed a minimum contract. That's a glitch. Alright. Let's go through it one more time. The struggle is real. We'll see what the Blazers' payroll is at. I want to try and keep them under the tax because I think that's realistic. Might be kind of hard. Because we just got Oubre. Dang, they still haven't. Hassan still hasn't decided to sign with us. Okay, let's get rid of Mahimi. McKinney, I don't care about. Let's make that easier. Harrell signing. Okay. Whiteside probably out here demanding $100 million a year. There we go. We got Gallo. Sir Dominic Pointer. Just sign him for the name. The namesake. Jeez, why are they trying to get rid of all these guys for the Jets? I don't get that. No. Okay, there, we got Hassan. Okay, we got Hassan. All right, let's go to salary cap table. Let's see. 130. Okay, so Portland 130. The tax is going to be like 139. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 players under contract. Maybe we try and get rid of Magruder, and then we could bring back Gabriel Horde and then have our full mid-level exception. Because we saved like $3 million, we'd be down to 127. Then we could spend $10 million full mid-level exception and stay under the tax. I think that's probably the move. We might have to release him. And like we could spread him out 5 years. Which would be like a little over $1 million per year, so we could just cut him. And then use our full mid-level exception. Or if we can't find somebody we like, then... But that'll be the next that'll be my next stream, because I'm about to get off. People's Mix said this is one of my favorite stream period from any YouTuber. I'd be doing this off season, not this in depth for every team. I gotta wake up in 2.5 hours. Totally worth it, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Yeah, this is probably gonna do this maybe twice a week or so is what I'm thinking. Twice a week or so, just to chill with some of y'all. Maybe a little bit earlier the night than as late as I started this. I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. Dang, that's a 3.5 hour stream. That's insane. I didn't think it was that long. But yeah, so maybe keep them a little bit shorter next time, especially if it's in the season. I'll keep it maybe a little shorter, do it a little bit earlier. That'll be dope. The next episode will be Portland using their mid-level exception. We'll see what they do. We still got 15 people in here at 4 in the morning. That's kind of dope. But we only got 2 people chatting. So if you're just watching, what's up? Thank you. And I'm a chill. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on Twitter with anything that I'm doing. You know, we're just kind of killing time here. Now I'm all alone in chat. Yeah. Well, I'm about to get off this stream anyway. I didn't realize it was that late. So. I'll catch you later. This will be a fun series. We'll finish up the off season, and we'll see what happens. That's the thing. I know what's gonna happen. That's the thing with using a random number generator, that type of thing. That's fun. It's fun to do it like that. So, yeah, my phone's about to die. So I'll catch you guys later. I don't even got any. I'm trying to think of like stuff to plug in the outro. I'm not even gonna plug anything. I'm just gonna catch you guys later. So as always, peace out. Go Blazers.